Hey guys, we are getting ready for the closing argument. It's live now, so we are joining you. Welcome to the closing argument, guys. uh, Live on Hot FM, Truth FM, Real TV. Welcome, guys. Uh, Welcome. We as we begin this Monday edition of the closing argument. Welcome, Big Smoke, Gordon Williams from Australia. Welcome, Clarence Roberts. It's good to see you guys, man. Good to see you. Welcome, and as you make your way here, we ask that you just share the stream. We got a couple of ads that will be playing before the show begins, so we're just asking you to just share and share. Uh, but it's awesome to be on the closing acumen. It's just today is Monday. Tommy George will be leading, moderating today. He will be coming soon. Uh, but as you make your way, we say welcome, welcome, guys, welcome. There's a lot of news today, a lot of things happening. July 26th is around the corner, and we just want you to be on. Let's talk about this. In the next few days, we're going to be coming up with some stuff, and going to have people call in and send July 26th which is to the family. Gonna have people do that. So we're hoping that we'll have a live on that day. Friday, we'll have people call in. Welcome, Roland GTA, watching from Kakata, Mangidi County. Welcome, Roland. It's a pleasure to have you on the closing acumen today. Once the other guys make their way, but in the meantime, we will be just bringing you some information as it comes. The guy in studio, let me know if you can do that video. If you can, let me know. Uh, 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 if you can, so we can find another way. Uh, uh, yes. Welcome, guys. Uh, it's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. So we're looking forward to welcoming you and to start this day. It's a lot happening in Liberia. This is about Liberia. This is about bringing you the news. I'm telling you, letting you know what happened in Liberia so you can express your view. There's a lot happening. I was looking at some newspaper clip today. It's a lot. It's a Yeket goes, wow. I don't know what's happening. I understand. Unconfirmed report. Othello Swat, welcome. Watching from Hope City. But this unconfirmed report said that they raided Yeket home last night. Maybe he will call in and let us know. Uh, the Yeket goes wild. This is from the New Republic newspaper. The Yeket goes wild, insisting on Boaka's Boaka remover. I don't know. And there is a report that President Boaka spoke with one of the world's richest men, Elon Musk, uh, 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 in on the phone. They had a conversation on the weekend. He spoke with Elon Musk. So we're looking forward to that. Uh, Marta Cole, what did you put here? I mean, this look from the GB. We're gonna delete this, Marta. I mean, this look really a bit offensive. Welcome, Lucia Dawson. Just watching from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Welcome, Lucia. Welcome, James Coyote. Watching from Aruba, Liberia. Guys, welcome. Yeah, I'm reading the news here. It said Yeke goes wild. And President Waka speaks with Mr. Elon Musk, one of the world's richest man. So hopefully something will come out of that. Who knows? Still waiting to see what the discussion about and what is going to come out of that conversation. Uh, so welcome. Uh, and then they say anti-human trafficking fight is on. This from the New Republic newspaper. Uh, and it said Bwaka on point to the rescue of police and RIA. I understand there was I think we brought this to you. There was a wealthy business guy from Ghana, Ibrahim Mahama, who presented some motorcycles. I mean, some 20 cars, brand new police vehicle to the Liberian National Police, and gave generator to the Liberian government, especially probably the Liberian government could not afford to buy a generator for Rabat International Airport. So they had to go seeking help. I mean, uh, so that's how they got a new motorcycle. Okay, and of course they talk about the big news here. They said Biden dropped off the race. I think you guys are aware that President Biden has withdrawn from his presidency bid. Uh, Independent newspaper said the CPL approved National Payment Council. Uh, and then they said Director Massacre vows to improve employee welfare. I don't know who that Director Massacre is. BSE Director General Arthur Massacre. And then they talk about UN Women. NBC initiated peace promotion in the land of government. And then they said the Ministry of Commerce gets tough on what? You know, are they getting tough on those carrying the IPDs for all those rights? And then telecommunication introduces new regulation. This is from the Inquirer newspaper. Uh, and they said that Hungary have offered Liberia 50 million credit facility. Wow. Or Liberia finished crediting. Gotta put that one. I even had nothing left for
your man, your country is
also,
free.
also, can you guys put the video on? Uh, the cell Taka Morris. Welcome, Taka. Welcome. Lucia Dawson. Welcome. So, guys, let's share this as we begin the show. They say, then the independent newspaper says here again, behind Muhammad gift as Iron O Timor Utter Insight. That's what we're talking about. You know, nothing for nothing. Nothing for nothing. Uh, and then there's another very bad news on the Supreme Court justice. This is really bad. Burn budget's cut. She latched it out on the budget cut. She's mad. The Supreme Court justice, but there's another issue here that I saw that Dawson. Welcome, Felix F. Saab. Oh yeah, the argument is alive, brother. So I'm glad you came here to be part of that argument. It's on. So good welcome, Felix Saab. Uh, and also talking about what's happening, there are reports that the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice has, I mean, hired her daughter and paying her daughter as a special assistant. This came from the Verita newspaper. What a shame. What an embarrassing situation. Uh, Roof robbers paying by gentleman agreement, working overpaid to play equal what? I don't know what you're talking about, Roof. You always come up with controversial thing. I don't know what is that. The G's, but it's welcome, Mr. Johnson. You know, guys, as I stated earlier, before we come on, we have a couple of ad commercial that we're going to be playing. So we ask you to just bear with us as we play these commercials because folks have put these things here and we'll do it. Some of them 2 minutes, 3 minutes,
Argument team.
and then we'll run into the
Tonight, to
book.
bring you closing argument here on Truth 96.1. My name is Ansu K. Saleh. So let's see whether we can join all the guys and bring on and that third hearing Peabody. Let's see what I can bring on.
Ansu, thank you. How you doing today, Ansu?
Right, thanks. That thanks again. Good to be on the closing argument, and especially the first edition in the week Monday.
So yeah, man, it's good to see you. But welcome. What's how was your weekend, man?
Well, the weekend went through the weekend fine. Had a good weekend. It's just that we started the week uh, too sad, uh, especially for we are in the media with the loss of another young Liberian journalist who've been around for a very long time. And so, as I said, we went into the weekend very good, but starting the week, a new week, very sad. So that's how it been here for us since from last night, from 1 a.m. last night, Liberia time, up to now. So we from the media, and we have been fighting on the cause of the death of one of our own Liberian journalists, Molly Trojan Kesulu, once worked with Fabric Radio, and then Prime FM, and also a Liberian sports journalist, a sports commentator. Uh, we just got information. I think it was just 2 days, sickness, and then that last night. So that just been a sad time for us. As I said, the weekend went to a good, but starting another new week, too sad.
Yeah, it's sad. I know a Trojan. I think they call him Milkman.
The real
We
Ronaldo.
Yeah, we met him. Trojan was with our the former network that we were a part of, the Spoon Talk. He worked for Spoon as well, and when we visited Liberia, we saw him. And very fine gentleman, very humble, friendly. Very fine guy. Good. And to see how he to get the news last night of his passing, it was really heartbreaking. I know Trojan very well, and we interacted even during the election. I met him and we interacted, and it's really sad to be honest for Trojan. My prayers and thoughts are with his family. Uh, it's a very difficult situation, and we're just gonna keep praying for his family and wish him all the best. So we will pray for them. We will do all we can, anything that we can do. I've been talking to some of the guys. I spoke with Emmanuel Kotu this morning and other folks this morning, and our thoughts are with you guys. Man, welcome, Lofa. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Peabody. Um, Millborn. It says Millborn, but I see Insel in there. But great,
Mhm.
great to be on
Yeah,
here.
you guys can please check the name out, please.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, Insel. But yeah, it's good to be on again today. Happy Monday to everybody. Regarding what you were just talking about, it's a sad news for the media community. To be honest with you, um, anybody who find themselves in the media landscape, regardless of whether you want to title yourself as a journalist or a political commentator or political analyst, However way, if you find yourself in the media landscape in Liberia, it should be sad for all of you because there are very few really good journalists that we wish other young people will actually, follow after and will be given the opportunity to mentor. It's unfortunate that, he was one of those. I wasn't opportune to really interact with him. I really didn't get to know him, but everywhere that I have seen posts made about him or people comment about the brother, um, they're good things. I know a lot of time people say you will hear good things when people pass. But guys, I'm hearing myself. I think I got it. Yeah. So, but just pray that his soul rest in perfect peace. And I will sincere condolence to the family and friends and others who are mourning death today, including the entire country, Liberia. So, yeah, I will sincere condolences to all of us. All of us, as a matter of fact. So, but it's good to it's good to be back here. A lot of things going on in Liberia today. I think the trending topic is the attack on Yeke Koluba. I don't know whether you guys already started talking about that, but
No, we haven't gotten into that yet. Actually, what I wanted to do was to get the ads
okay.
come on first, and
Oh,
then
get the ads. Okay.
first, then we'll go into the show.
All right. Let me. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize again. I came on a little late,
Okay,
but
no, no, we haven't. We just started. We haven't gone far yet. We just,
okay. Yeah.
let me recognize some folks. Big
Yeah. Let's
Smoke,
do that.
Christian Roberts, Roland G. Tier, Otelo Soir, Lucia Dawson, James Coyetti, Godwin Camotos Sr. from Colorado, Matthews Cole. I don't know what that you posting over there. Dustil Taka Morris, Ruth Wekba. She's talking
What?
about losing Ruth Robert Wekba losing a numbers. Louis, this show is who come and watch it. We appreciate you guys watching. We we
Yeah.
just don't, we just don't run competition here. We're not running competition with anybody. So we appreciate you guys coming to Ruth and getting the show. Asata Dawson, uh, Da Barson Tia, uh, my big brother Edwin Kura, welcome, watching us from Delaware. Gossett Joseph, Siddiqui Traore, welcome Siddiqui, good to have you here. Coffee Pinky, Kafina, what's the topic? You was on here. Following from District Number 2, George Christopher Webb II, Josiah Masaleh, Mossad Dennis, always great journalist, uh, photographer as well. C. Mibratu Leon Sewon, Juj One Way. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Continue to share the show. Welcome. Welcome. We just want to play some ad because these guys, some of our, I mean, for July 26th, folk have reached out to us and give us some ad and paying for some ads. So we have to let the ad go at this time. Uh, and we're going to play this. So just bear with us. We'll be here. The topic is hot. Yeke Kolba home. I understand police raided it last night. We got story that the Chief Justice hired her daughter in her office as special assistant and paying her some big money. It's a lot. So just hang around. The guys will soon be here. Lofa is here. The others will soon be joining us. And we'll start this rolling. So welcome guys. Welcome. Share the show.
Definitely. Why, like Dr. Peabody rightfully said, folks, as you come on, let us do due diligence. Share the live podcast. You can definitely find us on YouTube. All right, we are here on Facebook, and we are literally being covered almost around the entire country. There are a lot of relay stations in Nima County. Truth FM is carrying this, Hot FM, I believe, and other stations around the country that are carrying this podcast and this program. So the least that you all can do is just contribute. Just hit that share button, invite family and friends to be a part of the conversation. And before we play our ads for the day, let's just remind you guys, Friday is July 26th. We have two options for you. While we go through today's program, we hope to hear from you. We have two options. You can either select to have us do open mic on Friday, where you will call in, extend greetings to your family and friends back home and in the diaspora, and speak to the July 26th. Or we can have a panel of two groups that would discuss why should we celebrate the July 26th and why not. And then at the end of the day, we will analyze it, and we will give you, the audience, the viewers, the opportunity to decide who won the argument. So those are the two options on there. Let us know what you prefer. We will continue to remind you guys to the podcast today which one you would prefer that we air on Friday, which is going to be the 26th. Hopefully we are here because it's holiday. I don't know whether the guys in studio will be available, but I think that's something I forgot about. But I think it will be a good day for family and friends to celebrate each other. So with that said, folks, let's listen or let's get this commercial play out here. I think this is the one from Europe. Is that correct? Or Delaware?
No, this from Delaware. The one from
Oh,
you will play. We'll play in a second.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, Instagram, the entire land of social media, including WhatsApp. As always, Liberians all across the east coast of the USA will converge in the first state of Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day. The First State Old Timers Sports Association, in collaboration with Delaware Liberian Association, presenting to you and yours Liberia's 177th Independence Day celebration. It's going down on Saturday, July 27th, when IE come face to face with White Barour. The last time these two teams met, in physical 11, IE became the victor. Can Michael Barrow repeat history? Let's wait for 90 minutes of soccer action. If it's way now this time will depend on Coach George Droba, Captain Augustine Jabate, Coach Dio Wale, Joe Sandy, and the man John Timber. Others are top defender Edrich Guar, the striker Kwekwe Giffler, and the midfield maestro James Kagobato. As Michael Barrow this time is making plans to change the playbook. Depending on undefeated coach Abdul Tor, Lance Fofana, Cephas Bestman, and Frank Weeder. Others Augustine Say and Randy Nipa. Admission is absolutely free. Address is 1308 Fog Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Gates open at 2 p.m. and game time is 5 p.m. I'm told the kickoff will be taken by one-time Lone Star, former Minister, Youth and Sports Honorable Zoga Wilson. Independence Day t-shirts is on sale for $25 US. Food and drink will be on sale as well. Vendors will pay $125 each. Then later on, the evening hours, 8 p.m., Delaware Liberian Association will host the Grand Independence Day Ball and Dinner. Admission is $20 US. Address is the Economic Center, 24 Belvin Center in Newcastle, Delaware. For more information, please contact O'Brien Foley at 267-312-2745, James Colley Jr. 646-374-6583, and Frank Weeder 610-717-2635. You can also call the Honorable Jackson Seaton 302-299-6996. And of course, feel free to call the one and only Big Papa being Kesley at 215-704-1606. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours truly, G. Francis Toba, asking you to converge in Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day with the First State Old Timers Sports Association and Delaware Liberian Association.
Is that another one? Dr. Peabody? Is that another one?
I just sent another one in the chat room.
Okay. Well, let Tomalin take it on from here while I get that ready. All right.
And then we're going to play this at the end of the show. We'll play this too. The other one from Europe. I just sent you the one from Europe in the chat room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Nigerians. Hello, diaspora Nigerians. It's July 26th celebration time. Oh, yeah. This is the event we've been waiting for. Diaspora Nigerians, get ready for a celebration like no other. The Nigerian Independence Day extravaganza is here. Mark your calendar for this year's July 26th commemoration in Bonn, Germany. As the European Federation of Nigerian Associations, for short AFNAG, presents a day full of pure grace, from the star student meeting group to a red carpet event and on to a dazzling all-night rock party, and an all-Nigerian place in cultural exchange, traditional food fair that will warm your heart. And let's not forget the epic sport shutdown in soccer and football between Nigerians and non-Nigerian teams. The winner, there's more. Soul-stirring musical performances from trending Nigerians and non-Nigerian artists will light up the night. Join us for a day you will never forget. And please, don't miss out. And don't forget the keynote speech by Senator Amara Kwame, a distinguished Nigerian figure. This event attracts Nigerian and world features from all around the world for a memorable celebration. Book your hotels, tickets, and souvenirs now before it's too late. VIP ticket, a table for 4 persons is 300 euros. The basic table of the 3 VIP, a table of 2 persons is for 300 euros. While the ordinary or the regular ticket is for just 50 euros. Be the part of an unforgettable experience at Airfly's celebration of the 26th. We'll see you there, and please bring somebody. Don't enjoy this unique occasion alone. President Festus Mensah said, see you there, and he's joining you to celebrate the 26th. And this message is brought to you by the Media, Press, and Public Relations Office of AFLA.
All right.
Hey, that's it. We'll play this probably at the end of the show. To the end of the show, we'll play again. But guys, that's it. Julia, welcome. Tomalin, welcome.
Yes, guys, man. I'm sorry. Just a lot of stuff going on my end, but good to be back. And while we are approaching the 26, Liberia 179, right? Yeah, 100 what? How will it be on Friday? 177, I think.
177.
177, and we're getting old.
Liberia getting old or Liberia old?
Liberia old. But guys, before we go in the show, I want for us to please, guys, don't put the cash app off for the guys in the studios, the guys for the 26th, please. We have only today and Thursday and to Wednesday to help these guys. The guys are depending on us, looking up to us. And last year we blessed them. If whatever we can get for these guys, let us do it for them. They have families and so forth, and they are just making the sacrifices they can make to keep us going. So please, let's put the cash app on so we can raise anything for these guys for today, so we can give it to them so they can celebrate with their families. Because from what I heard from Liberia, the country is dry. Everybody is crying right now. So so to speak, our guys who are at True FM, they need our support and so forth. So whatever people can give, we appreciate it. You know, we send to them on 26th Eve, and they can share among themselves. But really, they are counting on us, please. So guys in the studio, you guys can put the cash app up for us, meaning for you guys, and also the Zelle information. And let's do something for the 26th for you guys. Throughout the show, we'll be We'll keep talking about it, but please, guys, let's help our brothers and sisters back home in True FM and Hot FM for the 26th celebration. For us in America, we don't. I mean, this weekend we'll celebrate 26 this weekend. But again, let us be a blessing to our friends back home, especially our guys in the studio. Wherever we can give them, they will appreciate it. Please. I see Nora there. I'm sure Nora will be the first one to tap in. Yeah, she's a generous giver. Nora's hope. And it's nurses got money in America, so I said I know her good. So I know Nora is very generous. So Nora, come on, Nora. I know you'll be the first to drop in. I trust you, Nora. I know you're blessed. You bless the guys in Morovia. But while we are talking about that, I trust her. I know her. While we are talking about the guys in 26, we in America. We're talking. I've been just talking about the news in America. Yesterday, everybody was shocked to learn about the president. President Biden said he's not seeking re-election, and surprisingly, I was in less than 24 hours. I'm told that the first time happening in politics, though, they raised $81 million already for this woman, Kamala Harris, for her election bid. And they were expecting 4,000 black women. They said they turned up for the 4,000 black women on a conference call. I mean, I'm not saying that they win election now, but what I'm saying is that the momentum for Biden and now endorsing her is taking a lot of positive place. And in politics, anything can happen. We just a few weeks ago, the momentum was on the side. The Republican had a United Convention, and then in less than 24 hours, now they are calling on Biden to resign because they are trying to sue them, say they shouldn't put anyone on the ballot. So everybody's in some panic mode, whatever the case. They have a sign that said the prosecutor versus the felon. That's how you're going to call the race now. But we'll see what happens in the next 105 days. On November 5th, we all go to the polls to vote for the next president of America, whether it will be the first woman and the first black president, female president, we don't know, or it will be the former president, we don't know, but we'll be watching. But I just thought to share that news because it changed the whole dynamics in the politics in America. And then as I was told over the weekend that even though the Americans are concentrated on the elections, they are thinking there are sanctions that may hit some of our officials so early. In fact, they know themselves. I was told that certain lawmakers, because they're on a break, so they were trying to come to the States for vacation or see their family, and they get an administrative review. They went to the embassy, they sent a book there, they say administrative review on the passport. So they are facing these situations, and it shows you that the Americans are following us, because I think that the only people we're afraid of in Liberia, because when we come on the show, we talk, we call out them, they don't say they don't take it serious, but as soon as they get America, then they get afraid. And those who are trying to come to the States for the holiday, some of them were they're even guest speaker. They were invited as guest speaker for the 26th celebration in some of these states, and they cannot come because of the administrative review they received. Just that, I mean, personally, I don't want to embarrass people, but we just want to say that let them be aware that we are aware. We know who you are, and perhaps at the appropriate time, maybe the Liberian people get to know that you guys are being denied this visa to come to the States. It shows that you guys are being monitored, you are being watched. Don't take it for granted. And the next thing will happen, you end up with sanctions. And also, on a sad note, I want to express regret on the passing of someone that we work with when we were at Spoon, Trojan. Trojan passed away yesterday, I think. It's sad news for us who knew him well. We just our thoughts and prayer with his family, and also the Chief Justice. After taking almost $30,000 to Turkey for medical visit, she's not crying that they took $7 million from their budget, and she's crying now that they are complaining about constitutional problem. I mean, for some time you wonder what are they on a different planet? $7 million from your budget, and you spending $25,000 to go to Turkey for medical trip. It's a serious thing. And yesterday too, I saw a video of picture where President Boyka spoke with the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. And my question was, people are running with it. I said, well, are we about to get Liberia about to turn into a modern paradise because he spoke to the richest man in the world? So one of all of these things would turn into something for the country. I'll be happy if this Elon Musk said he put in $1 billion into Liberia. We'll be excited for it, but we don't know. And Yeke, I spoke to Yeke today. Yeke said he was attacked. His plane was raided while in his absence. He told me. He said the police raided his place, took motorbikes, they fired live bullets, and some tear gas were exchanged, and so forth. And he said that he will be responding at the appropriate time. But he said he was going. He said he was very he was mad about it, and that he considered declared war on him, and also so for now that's what I have on my end. So far, the news that trending making news. Maybe you guys got other trending news you can share with us as we go into the show. Peabody, Lofa, you got any trending news from your end?
Well, I was reading in another magazine this morning, another news media, that the same Chief Justice hired her daughter and was paying her $2,500 a month, and she was crying foul for money. So what kind of mess is that? Well, it's really sad. You know, the people say you should call the name. I don't think we should be keeping the name of daughter denied visa.
Yeah, call the name.
I mean, we call it as it is. We shouldn't be keeping name.
If you want to call Delon, if you want to call Delon name, it's okay. If you want to call, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I will share with you guys. You guys can do the calling. I won't be.
Oh yeah, share with me. Share with me. I will call the names. I don't care. I will call it.
Let the show move on.
Nobody can come to North Carolina to do anything. Or one would say beat my rear end.
All right. So when I say the name, we'll call it.
Yeah, share the name. Put the name in the chat room. I'll put my face to it.
Yeah.
Put a name there. I will call it.
Body, you want it neither. Body, that is it. Negative to all. That's what I was.
Yes, sir. If I think Cop Center will call it. I don't mind. You know?
Body. Yeah, progress. We'll come on doing the show. That go on.
So tell me
the news of the people. We can't call the name. We shouldn't.
It doesn't matter, man. I don't know how to call the name. Man, that I just want to put it.
But Tomalin, look at it this way though. People purposely come on here to get this information so that they can use it.
Guys, the embassy are not officially. As the embassy will tell you, they won't even disclose information of that nature. But
they get a letter. If they put it in
the letter is available. The letter is available, so we can make this information available to the public so that they are aware of these corrupt.
I don't move the show on, guys. You're going to contribute to our cash out for the guys in the studio, please. I beg you guys, please help them.
I mean,
tell me, the people will protest if we don't disclose the names of these people. You don't want the audience to protest. This is something you don't want because Yeke Koloba will join these people to protest against us. We don't want them to protest. So let's do everything we can to prevent them from protesting. Let's share with the public. And then,
because you know what? Some of the smart money they give them to go into the late constituency, everything like that, they're taking it to come work up.
Yeah.
The money that should be spending in those areas, going to the villages, talking to the people and telling them what they have done the last 6 months or what the government plan is and what their plan for the community. They're taking into account floods in the states or somewhere, and that's not fair. So we need to call it out,
Yeah.
We need to call it out. But if you're not comfortable, then that's fine. But I mean, that's what we need to do. If they get an iron administrative reason, then let's say who are involved. That you hear them calling in the minute to can't tell you that they ain't denied
To make the case.
Yeah. So those are giving, because when they put in administrative review, just leave God. Also. So okay. I got people like cheese. Look at that on the last piece.
You know what?
I need to help out.
Wait, the body. Check your phone. Check your WhatsApp.
Tomalin. If the minute we hit 2005, we're gonna start giving the names out. The minute we hit 2,500, the minute we hit 2,500, start giving the names out. It's up to them now.
You're not saying can't true.
Ain't can't true.
Huh?
It can't true.
Can't true.
Now Peabody don't want to share. Now Peabody don't want to share.
The way you said it. Huh? The way you said it.
Peabody don't want to share. Now Peabody don't want to share too.
No. You know what I mean? I won't hold it, bro. I won't hold it. I will. Look at Eric Crowd. Eric Crowd there. Big brother. Eric Crowd, you see Big brother, we just saw your picture on our video. And he said, Eric Crowd, he said nobody or they will call it Nemo.
Yeah. See, that's a good. See, I told you the people.
No, don't do that. Don't do it. You don't want to have the children, you have them. I mean, but the thing is, somebody say it will call it D. We'll get 25 hours.
Yeah, all right. That's what I was doing.
Charles, come on. You say, yo, no, I get 25.
They would never cut a date there.
You know what we'll do? Before the show ends, let's keep that one. Some of them they'll run away. Let's keep it at the end of the show, too many. Then we'll call the name. That'll be good. Let's keep it at the end of the show. All those who were giving the live iron.
Guys, please, man, look, our viewers, our audience, please help us, man. Our guys, it's not for us, our guys, just to bless them. You know, blessing to them for the 26th, so at least they can know that when they stay in the studio for this long. But right now, all the guys are in the studio now. The time in Liberia is almost 10 o'clock at night, and they are there, and their families looking up to them. Say, well, I'm sure your people in the studio will help. We'll send something for you. We know already. They're watching the show, so whatever be blessing to them. Please, I beg you. The cash app there is some information there. And we appreciate it if you can do it for us so we can bless our guys in the studio. We'll be happy. Please, guys. But guys are back home. Lofa was talking about 26. Liberia, I mean, it's a problem for our country for us to celebrate 26 now. But all we can say, well, we continue to.
So let me ask a question. Have Civil 7 been paid for this July 26th? Can anybody confirm this? Is Civil 7 have been paid? Ansu Henry in the studio. Can you guys confirm if Civil 7 have been paid? By your leader GT now. All of them calling. You like report? You report like Jiva. All of them. Yeah, that report like Gio. But guys, let's move on. Let's start the show, man. Let's move on. Go on. Yeah, the dude. Let's go on. But guys, with all fairness, yeah, let's contribute to our friends in studio. We just want to make these guys smile. They make the ultimate sacrifices for us. And we just want to give them soft drink. We don't have much to give them. But if you guys love us, love the closing acumen, please give. Tomalin, so let's move on. The House and the Senate, they are on break. And I hear they give them funds for the legislative engagement, right? Is that true, Tomalin?
Yeah, I know they give money to them because according to them, they want to break. They want to go and they're going to go and meet with their they're gonna meet with their constituents. So but when they go there, they say they entertain the constituents, they organize it, they pay for it, and all kinds of stuff. So that's what it tells us. So we're looking forward to see what's gonna happen. But they have the issue about the yellow machine. They have the issue about the trucks and so forth. That's pending, and people are asking. They invited the Minister of State with a portfolio, Mama Kabelete. They invited the Minister of State, Ambassador Grisby, and the Chief of Staff, General Follett, and Connor Follett, and also the Defense Minister, Jordan George, to talk about these machines and so that was on the property and so forth that came in the country. And because of that, I was hearing that they're going to extend the break because the people want answers to the questions they're asking. So we still have not. We still looking to find out whether the break start on the 19th. So we don't know whether they will extend it or not. But and so forth. But again, they give money to them for these legislative engagements, and
Yeah, I
want
want
to
to
find out.
come. And I want
want to
to come. Used to walk about to come to the.
Oh yeah, most of them will come. I know about one or two that are already in America already. I think one of them. I think one of them might have a green card. That's why they yeah, but they're already on vacation chilling. But that's how they do it. But that decision we found ourselves in, and you saw last week the president started his 26th celebration by going to JFK with his wife to deliver some baby diapers and cups and pens and plates for the baby mothers. Some people say well from the Dollar Tree store. We don't know, but like I said, I would not have been the one to go do that delivery. That's distribution. I'm sure they would have used the first lady would have done it with the second lady. They can do that, but that's the problem we have. Peabody, they
Yes.
must. Ruth said he said
Well,
not accepting payment now according to Cash App. Peabody.
I don't know. I mean, if you go to $ TCA
Um,
2500, you definitely will be
that
able to
is,
get it.
Dr. Peabody, that is possible. With the recent outage with
Uh,
Cash App and Zelle,
Hey,
I cannot advise against people using it now. That does not mean that it's happening for everybody, but I think I discussed that in the chat room. Yeah, that is possible. When you try, there are two instances where you made experiences. When you transmit the funds from whoever, if you send it, the recipient may not know that it was sent from your
okay.
end. The money
Yeah.
will come out of your account, but the recipient may not know that the fund was actually transmitted. But
Yeah,
Cash App,
because
yeah, Cash App would take the funds out of the sender's account, and now it'll be left with you having to verify or go through with Cash App to make sure that the funds are deposited. Now, if you want to go through that entire process, well, that's you. And this just had to do with the recent outage, with the patch that was actually pushed through. Hopefully, we can just give. I mean, if we got at least maybe about 5 minutes here, we can use this for free education for a lot of our people who are on here. I know you all probably experienced this. If you work at some of the local agency or anywhere, it was a global issue. All right, this is a patch that was actually pushed through to CrowdStrike, and what they do is they manage their security software. They do patch management, vulnerability patching, and all of those things. Unfortunately for them, they deploy this specific patch that actually got pushed out to major servers, and it actually brought down quite a few. For those of you who are probably at home, you're not connected to major servers at home. If you were a victim of it, you will notice that when you turn your PCs or laptop on, you will experience what we call the blue screen of death. All right. What that is you turn your computer on, you just the blue screen come on. You can't go beyond that to access the actual system the Windows operating system, where you can do your basic functions. The basic fix to that is multiple reboots of the system, up to about 20 reboots. And then you have to do a hard shutdown. And what that does, it actually kind of wiped out the directory from that system. Another thing that you can do is boot it into safe mode. And once you boot into safe mode, you go to the directory under drivers, cross-cracked, and then you can remove that directory from there, and then it gives you access to restore your computer. Now, this is something I don't know if anybody, any agency, any government institutions in Liberia were victimized from this, but yeah, this is something, and it happened to financial institutions as well. Some of them, fortunately for most of the financial institutions in the United States, they have several policies and stuff put in place, so you may not experience it at your local banks and other things, but local money transfer and all of those things were also impacted to great extent. For those of us who are into
But
the
Lofa, how did I receive the other stuff yesterday?
well, but you received mine. That don't mean that everybody else is going to be. See, the thing about it though, when you're using these money transfer applications, not everyone is on the same server. When you create your account, there are variety of servers that people accounts resides on. Now, if my account is on one server or on one node, and yours is not on the same node, and that is not impacted, that does not mean that yours is going to be just as effective as mine. So there are a variety of reasons as to why that could be the case. Like at my agency, we had almost about 1,000 or more users, or few hundred servers and other things. Some of them were impacted. Some users just perfectly fine. So we had to get everybody up and running. Some people are like, how come I didn't get infected? How come I didn't bother to do with this? It's just because, again, it depends on which node you're on or which server you may be on. But you can still test it. If somebody tell you, Dr. Peabody, I sent you the money, they should have that screenshot. They can send it to you just to verify that yes, it was sent, and then you can go ahead and argue it out with Cash App.
Let me check.
Okay.
Somebody said send money just now. What a guy name? Oh, somebody
Yeah,
said.
but I'm not getting anything.
See,
Really?
yeah.
But you know what? I don't want. I can give them. Let them try the other.
Let them try the Zelle. Try well. I
No,
mean,
no,
the
let's
Cash
try.
App. Yeah.
Let them try another Cash App. Maybe. Lofa, maybe they can. Could they use your?
Huh?
Could they use your Cash App?
Jesus.
I had a experience last year. I used my remember I used my Cash App, and I know the experience I had was terrible. So, but just God bless me, because yeah. But I hope.
Okay, but I can give you another Cash App. Maybe you can use mine. The other Cash App is nothing working out. Then that then it really they got that glitch. You know,
I see your pray. I see the glitch affecting your mouth.
you're not coming.
tell the glitch do not affect mine.
But they say the president been in power 6 months now. We need to talk about that.
Okay, quickly, guys, quickly. That you said the police received some how to call it, some vehicles, right? But now I know, as when I spoke to the police director, he said that it was this thing was free. The government spent money on it. But again, people always say there's nothing free in this situation. You always have there's something attached to it, you know. So I don't know. I asked him, as I invited him to I invited him.
Are you there, Tomalin?
Yeah. So yeah. So, but what your take on this issue about the vehicles that the police received? You guys believe it was free? That the guy, I was told the guy in Ghana gave these vehicles to the Liberian National Police free, based on, because right now apparently we're running the government through gentleman agreement and friendship, and there's nothing, and it will be free. It's smart to take things that cost almost thousands of dollars to just give it to a government and free. I don't know. Not even Elon Musk, who I talked to yesterday, would give you anything free. Whoever arranged that call with Elon Musk, it wasn't for free though. I'm sure something. Elon Musk, a businessman, even though he's the world richest man, but he's not going to put money in Liberia just for free. He has no connection to Liberia, so he will just give a free thing. So I don't know. But what's your take on this issue about the free vehicles are given to the police?
Tomalin, I don't know, Peabody, if you want to go first, but
I see only about one on the screen.
no, we are here. I don't know why the guys thought to do it that way, but here, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the guys wanted the Cash App number to be seen. That's why they did it.
Yeah, but somebody else gave us a Cash App. We'll probably just use that because hold on. I'm seeing a message. Let me see here. Oh no, this is. Well, let's continue the show. I mean, okay, Nora Hope, it says send $55. Let me see whether it came through.
See if you can see, Dr. Peabody, see if you can log out of your Cash App account completely and log back into it, and hopefully
Nora, your gift came in. It did. It came. So let me log on and come back.
Yeah, log out of it completely and then log back into it.
Okay. So,
all
right, Nora, thank you. So you said you want me to go first, right?
Yeah.
What? Tomalin, what was the question about the gift? Tomalin, do you believe
the gift to the police?
Do you believe that anybody will give 25 cows to a big generator for the airport and a fire truck, and you believe those things will be free? Tomalin, do you believe somebody will give those kind of things free? I'm reading news right now that is saying that they got a couple of mining interests in Liberia. This guy, according to a report, this money was taken. I mean, they had a deal with the former government, and they did not work out with the CDC government. It did not work out. So now he's coming back and going through the Unity Party, and feel that he can get some deal done. It will be on either the Watagisi Mountain, but he's got serious interest in the mining business in Liberia. So I mean, these things were that I don't believe it was free. Why would somebody want to spend almost 200,000 or 300,000 and say? I mean, people can do it, but for another country, you just come and say, "I go to Liberia. I want to help the police. I want to help the airport." That's a damn goodwill, very goodwill for somebody to do. So I mean, that is just not true. It's just not true.
Well, Zofa, what you think about this, about the gift to the police?
I think Dr. Peabody or you always say that's vla. I don't believe anything about that being free. All right. The reason why I just don't believe it because of the trend of events. Basically, this entire government has shown to not be trustworthy of anything. Let's talk about the stolen buses. Okay, the one they had to disgracefully return. The stolen buses were returned because, of course, they could not speak to where they got it from, why they were brought into the country, and you name the rest of it. Then we talk about the recent yellow machine. All right, the process. All right, the procurement process for the yellow machine. They cannot state whether it was actually procured through the right process. Here we are talking about the president is telling us it was a gentleman agreement. Where in the world do you hear of government referencing critical decision made? We're talking about the governing of the nation. Then you're talking about gentleman agreement. Is this some kind of soccer club? Or this is some kind of kickball team where we are out here talking about gentleman agreement? No, you're talking about the governing of a nation. Then if we are to leave or just forget about that portion of it, the donation, the $10,000 that were made to, I think, the fire victims. It was a 10,000 or 50,000, whatever the amount was. The president cannot tell us how he acquired the money to make the donation. Everything about this government is just almost is something scandalous. We can't simply sit here and say, okay, yes, someone out of just kindness thought to donate 20 vehicles. Who is this person? And this guy is making that donation based on what? Okay, we all agree we will celebrate if that is honestly what this guy is into. This is a businessman. How many businessmen and women do you know who sincerely just go around and make donation like this? First, we have to start to think about this thing. You don't want to be hit from the backside and then you say, oh Lord, had I known this was going to be the case, it would be too late. It will be too late, because all of these guys, what they're trying to do here is they are just mimicking everything CDC did. Everything they complained about when CDC was just posturing, they complained about it. When CDC was posting pictures of things, they pretended to be the educated one, the much informed group of people with experience. Today,
please let me announce it quickly. They say there's a falling pole, LEC pole in Johnsonville, and it's on fire. So they are calling on LEC Fire Service and LEC to please proceed to Johnsonville community in the South Store. There's a falling LEC pole that's on fire. There's an SOS call for Fire Service and LEC to please proceed to Johnsonville and in the South Store community. Yes, the pole is on fire. Please, Fire Service and LEC, please proceed there. It's an SOS call. Falling LEC pole in the Johnsonville area in the South Store community. So please, again, we call on LEC and the Fire Service to please proceed to Johnsonville in the South Store community area, where's a falling LEC pole that's on fire right now.
See, you see, when we talk about prioritizing, right? SB just wrote something here, and that's something I think we should highlight. Are we getting trucks and ambulance on a gentleman agreement too? Look, we some of the things that we take for granted are things that will hurt us. When we spoke about the cold water boot that was put somewhere at red light, people say, oh, you know what? It will help the civilians. You know, the cameras. First of all, you don't have the technology put in place. You cannot sustain what you're talking about. That again in itself was just another show off. The president took upon himself to go and dedicate that as some kind of achievement. Achievement. We're talking about a president who served in government for 40 some more years. This is a man who's supposed to come to government and understand what are his priorities. When you go from security, you go to education, you go to healthcare, and then you work your way down. Job opportunity. When you start to create jobs for the people, they become a little bit more independent. But you will see that they don't have any priorities. They don't have their priorities in order. They jump here today, they go and do this thing, and then they post it. The president in the 21st century, we are talking today, 2024. The president is sitting on his phone talking to a businessman, and here are grown men and women, self-proclaimed educated people, taking pictures to post on Facebook to prove what? To prove what? What have we benefited from? This is the president of the nation. In a conversation, whether it is a private conversation, you're using it as some kind of political gain. You want some kind of trophy. And here you are publishing these things on the social media, and I see all of the sycophants and the gullible ones celebrating. The president spoke to one of the richest men in the world. How do you benefit from that? How is it that we as a nation benefit? 177 years. Look where we are. Tomalin, I don't believe anything about this vehicle was free. I think there's something behind it that we just don't know, but we must do due diligence to uncover the reality. These guys they're doing something that we will find out in the real end. Thank you.
But again, it's serious. Again, I will say this. In fact, the information is that the people are concerned about our lavish lifestyle, lavish spending of our officials. And if they think that people are not watching them, they're watching them carefully. They see how they lavishly spend money around and so forth. Uh, I know their wives come to the states and come here and they're shopping. Someone tell me, say one of the ministers work for shopping, and they were looking at her and say, well, what are you doing? You're just keen of power. You buy all of these things to send it to put it on the ship to go Liberia. You're raising some eyebrows, especially so your husband will just accused or something, and then you doing this thing when they see it. These are things that are happening that just sad, and people see these things and they wonder. And now, when these sanctions are taking place, and they're coming after your wives, your children. They're not joking. They come after you. They don't only your husband. They come after your wives, your children. They come even if the child was born in the USA. That child will be they're penalizing the child. And then right now it's a wrong time to get sanctioned though, because you come into an election year in election time in America where people are not. Right now everybody's on the campaign trail, and regardless of what happened, though, the people in the house, they are the one who will push all of these things about these sanctions and so forth, and they are watching. Okay, they are watching our country very, very carefully, watching us, what's happening. And everything that happening, like brother, people they get the message, and apparently our people don't see it that way, you know. And but again, there's still a lot of questions that need to be asked, and we need some answers. I know the inspector general had a long explanation, but I told him, I said, well, I know you go to the friendly platform and so forth, but for us, we're inviting you to come and address the issue, because I think that's the best thing to do. Somebody told me, look, if you're a politician in anywhere, you want to go on a platform that don't usually that your voices won't be heard. You want to go places where your message will be heard by people, where you can engage the people. And that's why I see some people, some of them will come in your box, they want to say, no, you can't say we're friends and you shy away from coming on the platform. You go on platform that are comfortable with you or so forth, Come and talk to the other viewers that don't hardly listen to you or listen to the platforms you go on, because it helps you. Because if I'm being accused of something, I will come where I feel that people who are the ones who are accusing me most of the time are listening, instead of just staying away. But if you stay away, you're hurting yourself. That's what's happening now. And these things are, every time we do these shows, technology is so advanced that I wish these shows go places. People are watching it. Sometimes you wonder. Somebody say, "Oh, you come to you. Oh, I watched your show. I saw your show, and what you were saying is true though." And people are saying it, watching with their friends, and diplomats and other people are watching the show. So, and if they're not careful, this government will be, the officials of the government will be one of the earlier people that will have sanctions so early, because they're not going to take chance with them. And the wrong time you want to get on sanction in an election year in America, because even if after elections they are to do the inauguration, the transition, so you'll be on that stuff. They won't look at your way until maybe years, 2-3 years will pass. So if you want to be an effective government official, you better do what you're doing. And lastly, before I bring Peabody comes in, you see, I watching today the Secret Service director. I watching her before the House, and it shows you the power lawmakers has in this country. It shows you. And right now, I can tell you, from now to Friday, that lady will lose her job, because right now it's a bipartisan call for her to resign or be fired. I listened to her today too. She was not forthcoming. The assassination attempt took place 9 days ago. When they asked her a question, she said, "It's been 9 days. We'll stay invested." Come on, you should have some answers for the lawmakers. It shows you that our lawmakers are serious. They are really serious when they call these hearings at the Capitol building. It's not for fun. That's why you are elected by the people to represent the people, not because we all can be there. But when they call these officials to come before them, they take for play. Like today, there should be no reason why up to now The procurement process for these yellow machines were bypassed, and today nobody has been held accountable. Someone should be held accountable for that. But instead, they are playing games with Liberian people, and that's why some of them they see reality now. They're watching them, and it's not fair to the people because if you call a congressional hearing, you come before us. I mean, if you watch that hearing, you see the minister of state, the minister of portfolio, the chief of staff, they're all laughing, making us smiling. And watch the woman today, the Secret Service director. That lady was, because she was being grilled, she was on fire. And somebody telling you, say, you've been working for the service for 29 years, and they're calling for you to resign or to get fired. They say, people telling her to her face, you are incompetent, we lost confidence in you. And they tell it to your face, they want you out. But our lawmakers, when the people get before them, they cover them. You should be able to come and say, look, we are calling on the president, whoever, we are passing a vote of no confidence in you to get fired because we don't have confidence in you. If we continue to keep you there, we'll hold money for your agency. We're not giving money. But they don't know that's the power they have, but they're not using it. It's sad though. It's very sad.
But Tomalin, yes, when Gillespie and the rest went to the Senate, they were laughing, they were joking. I said, but these guys are jokers. They bring it out here and stuff because you know what? They know that some of these lawmakers will go behind them, their colleagues, and tell them, man, you're trying to put something together. We'll cut that whole thing down. We'll make it. It's not going to work. We'll cut it down. We'll do it. So I mean, if you go to these people and you're already in the pocket and you're calling them, you think anybody will be serious to listen to you? Anybody will be serious to sit there and talk? So I mean, this is what happened. Our lawmakers. I mean, some of them are a complete joke. They're all behind the money. Look at the law. Let me before I move on. Let me just make something clear here. I have received so the Cash App is actually working now. I have received a gift from Eugenia Green. She has sent us $50, and Nora Hope has sent us $55, guys. So I believe it's working. Just keep trying. We'll get it. But I mean, as we said, we don't do this kind of backing. We just want to help the guys in Liberia as well. And we try to keep up this station. Right. I mean, we do a lot. All the guys here, Julius, everyone, I would put our hand in our pocket. So the story that people keep carrying, oh, you guys are paid agent, or people sponsoring this show. I mean, just stop that. Just stop it. There ain't nobody giving us money here. We'll not be asking for money. What's in here to put to give money to do what? But the fact, I mean, like what I was saying, the police director will not come here because he know that here we're asking hard question. We're asking the hard truth, But who will give you 20 cars? Who will give you brand new Caterpillars instead of giving the Liberian government free? I mean, you must be out of your mind. It's blah, But our lawmakers, again, we don't stand for nothing. The rest are for money. I mean, look at Nukwe. Look at the former president pro tem, Abachi. Those people should be on committee. Abachi was sanctioned. Nukwe was sanctioned. The McGill, all of them were sanctioned. Should they be on any committee in the Senate? Can you depend on those people to actually conduct a real good hearing and say it will work? They know who are taking $5,000 every month from his paycheck to give up. You're like, yeah, but again, you can hear where it's going. So you can't depend on them. People are rushing to go be representative and be senator because they see the other friends getting kicked back and buying $50,000 cars and moving around. That's all. They're not really there for the people. They're not there for the interests of the people. Where you can actually see them giving the real tangible for the people to benefit. You can't really see a lot of them. You don't see it. They go on this break. They're probably giving them the 20, 30, 40 G. You think they'll go say, let me go to my village, call a town meeting, let my people tell me what they rather want, what they want to see this government do, what you do. They can't. If the Senate and the House, if they were somebody who could stand the ground, you see what's going to happen. The corruption will reduce. But you can't be taking correction yourself and try to tell the executive to stop. You know, uh, uh, President Parker been in power for 6 months. Look at how many money have gone missing or some corruption have taken place. You know, the Minister of Public Works said that he didn't use all the $22 million. He only used $7 million. But look how he went there and got that money. He bypassed every procedure in moving on and went and did it. When he went to the Senate, what happened? And they were begging for him. Telling them what leading group to beg for him. Oh, we beg for him. We're doing this. Is that a country that you would change 177 years and you even got a fire truck? And we not forget when the fire went to the speaker, got to the speaker house, got to other people's homes, Senator Sir Joseph home. Sir Joseph put a bill on the floor for them to bring fire truck. Did it pay any heed to that? No. The next place will be burning. They don't have they don't care until something else happens. They only care about their own pocket. And then you see people running all around here in the country, holding the flag, jumping behind them. Do they care? Your whole country, you even got fire truck. People dying here and there every day. Look at JFK. The president went to JFK. What did he do there? He gave them rubber buckets from that we will buy from the dollar store. The rubber bucket that you can't even hold that will bust open in seconds. That's why he went there, left his job, and said he go and make a donation. I gave almost 8 barrels of medical supplies for even women when they give birth, all those different things. Cost over $30,000 3 years ago. Okay, brand new stuff, not even borrowed stuff, brand new. And you got a president going there and giving rubber bucket, and people running all over with camera and stuff like that. You can't look at JFK and see that our country is in a deplorable condition. Look at the young man that died today, children. You think it would have better health care there? He wouldn't have been sick. People walking dead in our country, you know, and they're taking it for fun, bro. I'm telling you, you know.
It's sad. And like, do you know that, like, for instance, look at the LDA. How in the world can a DA, the director and the deputy director suspended, and the three top people suspended for more than 2 months now, and the investigation is still ongoing. And now the acting director, Christopher Guy, he wrote for $500,000. I think the front page Africa reported that story. Wrote for $500,000 for operational use. And that's somebody who just always in charge. And asking for that amount of money. But you know that's something not right. Okay? Something not right. How can you have the three top people at this place, at this institution still on suspension without pay, and then the agency running? How will we fight the issue of drugs?
Well, Tomalin, from information that I gather, and I think it wouldn't be fair for us to look deeper into this. Information that I gather that these guys were reinstated. All right. The idea here is they were supposed to work in the background until the story died, and then eventually they just continue doing what they're supposed to be doing. Again, this is the mentality that President Barker came to power with. Go back, just let us retrospect a little bit when he was in the what's it called, the coalition. All right, whatever happened, did you hear President Barker mention or say anything about it? It was all hands off because he did not want to be held liable for anything. This is what he's doing right now. The investigation that's supposed to have people updated regularly. You still have these individuals on the field patrolling with badge, okay, or badges from the LDEA. Shown they have returned the badges and guns and all of these things. If you still have these guys in the streets, how are they functioning? Are they functioning as police officers? Are they LDEA officers? Who are they? What are they? It brings us back to the same thing we talk about: poor leadership, the inability for one to lead adequately. This is what is being amplified here. When we talk about I'm sorry to say that, but the boys and girls that we elected to represent us at the Senate and at the House, some find it as though we are being disrespectful. Have you ever listened to the Senate session? Do you listen to them how immature they are? They don't even listen to each other. It's all noisy. You really have to listen keenly to get anything they are saying. They are talking over each other. They are fighting. Some of them are on their phones. They're chit-chatting. Back then, when DeLon and Madam Yombli Kanga were there, they get signaling each other on the phone. How can you actually be the representation of your constituents when you don't even know how to behave yourselves? They behave as though they are a bunch of kids. And these are grown men and women, parents, some grandparents, great-grandparents. They will go to the house. They claim that it's the house of elders, but they don't even conduct themselves like elders. The story of this yellow machine, they decided to send it to a committee room, and eventually they will come back and say the committee already decided on it, so let's just move forward because Liberia needs it. All of the process and procedures that should have been followed, they will ignore everything because they are all corrupt. The few who try to just stand up, unfortunately, they overshadow them. Because, again, the entire country is so corrupt that everybody simply just want to get their share. I said this before, and I will say this again. A lot of these guys and women who aspire for this position, they don't go there with agenda. In other countries, or especially in the Western world, when one desire, to aspire for a specific public office, they have identified something that they want accomplished. They either want to leave behind a legacy, they want to transform something so that history will remember them for that. They will identify something and say, upon my ascendancy to this position, I will fight vigorously until we can achieve this goal. If it's a fight against drugs, they will make it a priority and they will lobby with everybody if possible. Yes, this is what you speak of when you say politics is interest. But in Liberia, when they say politics is interest, they're not speaking of the national interest. They're talking about the individual pockets. And they have these young people back home now who literally have resonated with these statements. When they say politics is interest, they're talking about how can they support these corrupt politicians so that they can get a few dollars to put data on their card. They're not looking at the holistic aspect of one speaking of politics is interest. When we say politics is interest, we're talking about the nation's interest because it is a trickle-down effect. When one group of people benefit, it goes down. When policies are applied, when legislative projects are implemented, everybody benefit one way or the other. But they are then able to bamboozle the minds of the young people to the extent where they tell these young people politics is interest. So the interest is their individual pockets. And so these young people can't even distinguish for themselves. They are so gullible to not even understand that, look, when you say politics is interest, you're not talking about your individual direct interest. You're talking about the nation's interest because at some point in time, you or your family will benefit. I don't expect nothing out of these guys. Very few of them. Look at the recent incident with Yeke Koluba, and then people want to complain about, Yeke is so, he's using profanities. Were we not right here when others complained about Yeke, consistent use of vulgarities, and some of you celebrated? Today is now that you realize that Yeke is using vulgarities and he's insulting elders? What about when Yeke used those same words at President George Weah? Did you not see something wrong with it? You celebrated Yeke. Yesterday you did the same thing. Now here we are today. Now you want to run away from Yeke? I wish we could really call Yeke on here today to tell us what's really going on, because the way it's starting, and I'll close on this note, it could get worse than what we're experiencing.
All right, Jimmy, let me just say we received a gift from Patrick Fode. Thank you for your gift, $20. Patrick, thank you. Guys, anything you can send it. I mean, to help the guys. The cash app is there, $ TCA2500. Anything you can send. We want to just put it together and send it to Liberia in the next few days, 1 or 2 days. But it's sad to me, and like Lofa lay it out. It's really sad. Like somebody just wrote, he said that Felicia Wallow. She said, you see, I hope you heard. Let me just put it up here. Felicia said, she said, hope you heard the Supreme Court justice hire her daughter as her personal assistant. The same justice who is fighting for the share of piece of the pie. She was calling. So tell me now, when you get case to Supreme Court there, you think you'll win it? You think it'll be fair? It could be all about money. It could be all about money. So you can't, even the justice system, you can't trust it, because you go there, you can have a case that probably should win, and because of money they were quick to, you can't even trust it. I mean, let me not condemn the entire Supreme Court bench, but I mean, we got some serious issue. So I mean, nothing gonna happen. 6 months and corruption all over the place, flying from every window around that country. 6 months. That these people who came to power with a clean hand, that we want to clean this. Oh, we are taking money from the people. We are doing this, and you are walking in the same direction. Not even turn around. We know this Ibrahim Muhammad guy. We know he's not going to do it for your free. But you can't even let the Liberian public know how you got this thing. The yellow machine is a noise. The legislature now, I think they gave up on it. They're not going to talk about it again, because if they talk, they will not get a benefit, because some of them
It's in committee room.
yeah, they will not get a car, because they still get a brand new car that they're entitled to. Some of them have not received it. But the point here is, who can the Liberian poor rely on to fight the battle? Who can they rely on? Nobody. I mean, he may be crazy, and you may call him crazy or call him, but Yaka will stand there and tell you the truth. Yaka will say it straight as it is. Who can we rely on? You got these very people, the butcher now, who are running all around. Now they soak in the cookie jar, they join it. You can hear them talk again. They can talk. Show me one development butcher had carried into a town. One group he had carried. Or let's say, or let me carry some people to do some work. Or let me maybe take a mobile clinic there to treat my people. Then some people who have. Show me one thing that a budget had done in his district. They jumping all over the place. They're all on committee to travel. The other Sunday committee, the group going to, the ECOWAS Parliament is where a lot of them running to go now, because they get these huge padan, and they come out ECOWAS say having done nothing. You can't even resolve a conflict with 3 countries leaving them. They can't even resolve it. So it's sad for our country. You go to the justice system, there is corruption. You come on the other side, there's corruption, and you don't know what is going on. They rather like it. They rather prove you right. Our people like to be treated in a certain way. Our people rather like to be treated in a certain way. You see, and we talk, they don't want to go out there and start cussing you and start saying this, oh, you did that. But look what's happening in that country. Look, you see, 18, you think Liberia are expert in voting for the wrong thing. They are serious expert. Let somebody come out again, you see in the street that who we want, whether it's still in still you owe that will vote for you.
So Dr. Peabody, why we criticize these guys for doing the bad things, let's also announce the good things here, because based on the information, LEC team has arrived to resolve the issue with the fire on the pole. So
Thank you.
bravo to you guys. Thanks to you, Tomalin, for bringing that up here. I think they follow and they came there on time. Hopefully they can resolve it timely, so that we don't have issue with lives and other things. But that's good. Bravo to the
I heard.
LDC.
To the credit LDC, I heard that
Uh-huh.
LDC current have been a little bit consistent in the world. I heard some people say.
Well, it's rainy season, isn't it? And isn't
Yeah.
that when the current become consistent? I
Yeah,
think
they
the issue of electricity is often during the dry season, though. That's when people start to experience fluctuation in the current and all of these things. I don't think it's during the rainy season. So
you know. But
yeah.
as I was saying, look at the University of Liberia. Look at somebody show a building the other time on LU campus. Oh my God! I wish I could find that picture.
Oh my goodness.
God,
Yeah. I will find it.
see how you treat,
Guys, continue. Let me go look for that picture.
yeah, see how you treat our young geniuses, smart kids, good people. You're not even providing healthy learning environments for those are the future leaders. Very smart children at a university like there. Very smart, you know. But these kids have not even tasted what college life is. A piece of college life. They go in the classroom that how they have electricity, overcrowded, don't have chairs, don't even have libraries and real library that is together that they can go there and do real research and all of that. You know, what would it take to actually somebody to give you 500 laptops? Or even the government can say we'll buy a laptop for every freshman student that comes to the University like here. Laptops is about $200. You get ask a company to do it for you, and each of those students having access to a laptop and I mean, we just treat our own children, our own future leaders like nothing. How can a children graduate from the University of Liberia and some of them don't even have access or to use a laptop? Don't even know how to do a research, all of that. And we come to power every 6 year. Government is coming, going, coming and going. And like Brimpo said, our country is an embarrassment. Even people go with you to Liberia. You can't even sit there and talk about Liberia and say, oh, my country, my country. You just have to say different things. Every time we talk about being the oldest independent country, and we are the oldest undeveloped country. Huh? The oldest independent country is the oldest undeveloped country. The oldest corrupt country probably in the world. You know, nothing. And we celebrate on it. It's really sad for our country. You know, we're celebrating July 26th, and nothing out of it. Nothing we're getting, nothing to show the Liberian people. I think they should have just canceled this July 26th celebration, and some of the money that you're using to do all these celebrations, you could put it to JFK or put it to some major project in one of our villages so it can happen. Not every year we're able to celebrate July, especially the country in such a deplorable state. We need to put it to maybe some kind of development, some kind of roads or some kind of clinic. Say, look, we want to use this money and buy thousands some medication for JFK, or use this money to fix one wall to JFK that will make all the University of Liberia to fix and dilapidated building. Do we have to celebrate July 26th every year with all these flashy activities and spending money and things like that? Is it worth it? It's not. Not at all. What our country is going through, you know.
Well, it's serious. Well, we have a government without a finance minister at this point. We don't have a finance minister. And there's an important meeting taking place now in Liberia, the Mana River Union's meeting, where the ministers of finance, ministers of justice, ministers of foreign affairs are all in attendance. But we have an acting minister, Anthony Meyer. He's playing a role, and that's something that I don't know why the president would take so long to appoint a finance minister. We have a lot of people that available, but I mean I don't know why I don't know whether this lady who just retired from the IMF, whether they're trying to get her to come. But I doubt she would take it because she's a straightforward person. I don't think she will. What I see happening in Monrovia, she was not want to. She want to work with that because she had the same problem with Madam Salif. If Dr. Saya decided to come to Monrovia to work as finance minister, it won't be business as usual. I can see she and the president falling off quick because she would not just fall to the stuff pray to his ministers, but it's a serious thing. And as we continue to say, uh, I'll come back to the lawmakers again. You see, you don't have even have to vote to call people to come to plenary. You do it by committee. You know, look, if I was a lawmaker and I chair a committee, and my committee stands for you, and you cannot answer the questions, and we have a problem with you, who you going to look? We who you contempt with use our legislative power on you by sending you to jail, prison, so that you know that we're serious. But because the people take it for a joke, that's why they play with the people, you know. And I don't know what's going to happen, but we following developments in the country concerning the how to call it the issue with LDA that you said, Lofa. John Bacon, the Justice Minister, to find out for him why it is true that the suspended officials are returned to work. If that's the situation, it will be a serious problem because you cannot play that kind of a game with Liberian people. Then lawmakers should ask the questions. Uh, I mean, why would the president would suspend people, then you bring them back to work quietly? And I don't want to believe it because there's no way the three guys can work together. There's no way, Lofa. They don't work together. I don't care what to do. From the kind of story, I mean, I talked to the both sides. There's absolutely no way they can work together. Honestly, it's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen.
Let the public be notified or provide updates. This is, I mean, while it is true that it is security related, but I think it's only important that people are notified of for status. Just provide status update. I mean, if we can, we want to know what's going on and how are things being handled because drugs. The issue of drugs abuse or drugs addiction in Liberia is nothing that we should sit here and play with. Let's be honest. This is something that is serious. And if we don't address it in a much more critical manner, we will end up being right here tomorrow. A lot of the future leaders will end up being victimized. So those who are supposed to be at the front of the fight against drugs, they were involved in those scuffle. Let us be notified. What is the status? Do we have people who are carrying on, or these individuals who are still seen wearing, LDEA badges and going around the country? Are they employed? Are they working for the LDEA? If that is not the case, why are they even, portraying themselves to be agents of LDEA? These are things that we need to take into consideration because these are critical things. But again, let us talk about the failed ideas of those who are supposed to serve in leadership, our legislatures, those who are supposed to be at the Capitol. They only say the good things that the people want to hear. And once they are opportune to serve in that capacity, it all becomes, what do I get in return? Look at Boyle Charles, the man you mentioned earlier. Now his mouth shut. This is a man who actually is supposed to be a representation of ANC. All right? This is a man who's supposed to be representing ANC. I'm not surprised the late ANC chairman they did the same thing. All of these people don't have any good plan for Liberia. All of them come there. He was set. Darius DeLon, Yomli Kanga, they run around and just talk about how they're working together. Every time you hear Darius DeLon on his radio station from D15 talking about how he, Boy Charles, Yomli Kanga Lawrence, and few of their corrupt colleagues are working together. But he no longer talks about the $5,000 that he wanted to have a cutback on. You don't hear him talking about that. You don't hear him talking about corruption. Let us go back to a few months ago. Every time Yeke Koluba was touched, or just a signal of Yeke going off, Darius DeLon was almost the first person on ground in solidarity with Yeke Koluba. Up until now, I'm yet to hear Darius DeLon say even a word, not even on his page, to say whether he condemned the act or anything. But yesterday, Darius DeLong would have been on the various social media platform condemning everything, in fact, referring to President Weah as nothing. Darius DeLong, simply because he was asked to stop at the stadium door and whatever happened. Darius DeLong made a big news of it. And some of us were on the social media here. Breaking news. We were yelling about, you cannot do this to DeLong. You can't do that. Today, DeLong shut his mouth. That is the level of hypocrisy. And how are we supposed to move Liberia forward? You can never move Liberia forward until these people, the likes of Darius DeLong and other people, are no longer in government. People who sincerely stand for something, when they can come to permanence, then I can tell you that we'll move Liberia forward. Until then, we will turn 200-300 years. We will still present ourselves as though we just gained our independence. What are we celebrating? Like you rightfully question, Dr. Peabody. What are we celebrating? Failure? What are we celebrating?
I would like for one thing I'd like for to do, Tomalin. I would like for us to take a couple of calls and let people talk about Joe Boakar's 6 months as president of Liberia. What he's done, I mean, but go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Raptel Nije Pele. She will be this year National Orator for Independence Day. She's currently assistant professor at International Social and Public Policy at the London School of Economics. Now, this lady, Dr. Raptel Nije Pele, she's a very critical voice. And I was telling somebody, I said, I hope they don't tell her to be the Lima Bowie stuff.
I was just about to say the same.
Yeah, Raptel don't joke. I know her.
Play.
I know her very well.
Yeah. Yes, she's not going to come and sugarcoat things. And she said her message will be to inspire, intended to inspire and incite change. That will be her message, to inspire and incite change. So the speaker for this year, the orator, Dr. Raptel Nije Pele, she's an assistant professor in International School of Public Policy at London School of Economics. She'll be the national orator for this year. And again, look forward to hearing her on Friday when she delivered the national the oration, because the last time we had someone who was independent-minded, laureate award winner, Lima Bowie, right?
Yeah. Lima Bowie. Yeah.
She came strong on the government of President Weah. And I think the person who selected her, the Minister of Gender, she almost lost her job because she was on fire, because apparently she didn't do due diligence by checking with what she was going to say, whatever the case. But we hope again.
And the moron in chief, Eugene Fangon, insulted that lady.
Yeah, so we look forward to see what will happen on 26th day. She delivered the national oration. And this year there have been a lot of stuff happening. I think I said the president had a town hall event with some youth. I've been following it. You guys been following the town hall event with the president with the youth?
Yeah, it was held on Saturday. He had a town hall event on Saturday, and it was not bad. It was not. I didn't follow much of it, but it was really not that bad. People were talking, but I've seen some people there who are not even youth.
See,
grown people sitting there say they were youth.
The church said youth are 16 or 21, right? I was coming in the Methodist church. I would tell youth is 16 or 21, but young adults. Yes.
No, young adults 25. I think 25 and older, 22 or 25 and older.
Really?
Young adults.
So youth are 16, eh?
Your teenage of 16 to about what, 20?
21. Yeah.
But you still have people 30 and 40s and still referring to themselves as youth. So I don't know how that is the case though, but I don't take anything serious when going forward. I don't take President Boakar's appearance at these events serious, because I think he has no sense of direction. He has no idea as to what he really wants done. He's literally just been pulled around. Tomorrow morning we would like to see you here. All right, get up and then just go stand up there, say a few words, and then go home and rest the rest of the day. Like Yombi Kanga and Darius DeLong said during the elections, President Boakar had to do nothing. And sometimes I don't blame President Boakar for doing some of the things that he's doing, because this man told you nothing. that he would have done. Upon his ascendancy to the presidency, he had no idea what he was going to do. But out of sympathy, you gave him the presidency. You did not think about your kids. You did not think about the future generation after you. You selfishly thought about him. Thought to sympathize with him. So you handed him the presidency. You want to compare yourself to the great United States of America. You are so condescending to yourself. Every time people make comparison, you can't compare all to America as though the Caucasians are smarter than you. Are the Westerners any smarter than you? No, that is not the case. But you continue to just bring yourself down because you refuse to fight corruption. And that's part of the reason why the academic education standard is at this level, while ours is here. The young people sitting in a room that is leaking. Some of them have to sit on the floor. In other parts of the world, the Western world, early childhood education is highly invested in because that is the foundation. And then when you get to college, you already have that foundation built. So by the time you get to high school, college, you're already preparing yourself for the workforce. Unfortunately, in our country, they don't even value early childhood education. You don't see the young people in school. You see them in the streets. But your government officials, a lot of them, 98% of them, their kids are not in Liberia. They are either in Ghana or other parts of the world going out there to enjoy themselves. And you end up as victims. And you vote for them every time at your own detriment. And you think you're doing it to somebody else. No, you're doing it to yourselves.
And let me just announce we got another contribution from Gabla Neiman, 25.
Thank you.
$25. Thank you, guy. We ask you to let's do this. Let's help the guys. If you want to donate, the Catch app is working now, I believe. And if you make a contribution, just put it in the live feed here so we can know and go back and check it. But go ahead, Lofa. You were talking.
What is people?
No, that was the these
Are
are
the
the
youth.
youth. These
Look
are
at
the
the
youth.
Where are
youth.
you?
These people there.
So they was selected. They just picked them or what? They just took them or UP youth or what? Across section.
The grown people there calling us you.
But guys, what's your take? What's your take on the finance minister? Right? Do you think the president will? Who do you think will be the likely next finance minister? Who do you think will be the retiring IMF executive, Dr. Sayed, or the World Bank project, World Bank country officer representative in Uganda, our former finance minister and foreign minister Gafwan, or this guy they call Malik Kamara. What we think the president will be putting as finance minister because it's everybody concerned though.
I heard it's gonna be the former finance minister, Nafwan, whatever his name is. That's what I heard. I
I know
heard.
Gafwan has presidential ambition. I don't know whether he will want to go there or go back.
Well, I mean, you never know, but that's the rumors that we're hearing, and he's being considered for that. Now, would he want to deal with the rigmarole that we heard the previous finance minister had to go through? Um, I think last week when we had our guest on here, Francis, he spoke of the problem at the finance ministry that hey, this is not going to be an easy thing to do. So I won't be surprised if someone was hired who would simply be a yes sir, yes ma'am kind of finance minister as compared to somebody who really wants to experience change and somebody who wants to be innovative. There are a lot of bright, brilliant Liberians, whether in the diaspora or even back home, who could honestly make things happen in Liberia. But unfortunately, some of them will simply not just want to just be a bent over for anybody. So they will probably stand up against what the president will want instituted, and the president is not going to want that. So he wants somebody that is typically the norm of Liberia government. You notice that, and let me deviate a little bit here. You notice that every government that comes to power, they don't retain for certain position. It's almost like every time they come, they just replace everybody, whether that person comes with the experience or the professional understanding of that environment. Because of their political mindset, they get rid of you and then bring somebody new to start over.
And so also how about this issue about government have signed the lobbyist contract already again? Peabody, you're following that story.
The government do have a lobby contract. I think the Ministry of Foreign Affairs do have a lobby contract with a group called Fire Group in Washington D.C. They started that process. We have the paper to authenticate that, and we also have documents to show.
So how much you charge them? How much they pay?
They have not disclosed it. They only pay the 5,000 fee to begin the process. But it's a group called the Fire Group, and the client is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to negotiate on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So maybe some of those pictures you saw with Elon Musk with the president, it will be coming through the connection of their lobby group or so. I also know that one of our Sylvester Grisby, that Alan White is employed, have a contract with them with the Liberian government. I think he's going to be one of the lobbyists for the Liberian government. Also, War and Economic Crime Court boss and all of that. So you see, everything that went behind President they said we are paying what's the young kid from South Carolina, man, smart guy on CNN. Said we are paying this guy $25 to $30,000 a month. But they're also doing the same thing now. It is there that they have this Fire Group. It's a lobbying firm for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then Alan White is going to. I think he has a contract with the Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs, obviously in Liberia. So you're just getting to see a lot of things coming up. A lot of things. We'll see unfolding. Yep, he is, Margaret.
So okay, let me ask you a question. I know Lofa. I know you guys will come in, right? What you make up of the call by President Bwaka yesterday with Elon Musk? For me, let me say this. I mean, it can cost me, but I'll say this. Okay, it can't deal with me, but I believe that it was a big. Bwaka scored big yesterday. He scored big yesterday by talking to the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, and that person. Honestly, to get these kind of people to get on the phone with these kind of people, do a video call with them is not an easy thing, though. So whoever made that connection, I don't know, but Lofa, tell me, maybe you following the story, because I was busy the weekend with my church in Maryland, so I wasn't following the development. I just saw it pop on my alerts. But what you make up about that call? Because people are saying that we're about. Well, first of all, get it clear though. To talk to the world richest man is not an easy thing. So it went through a lot of process to get to that point. And I don't know how long the call lasted. I saw the president smiling. He was in high gear. He was in Zumo. He was really smiling, and perhaps you see it. I don't know whether this call is whether Liberia is about to put $1 billion in our economy. I don't know what will happen. We're about to our health situation about to improve, educational sector, agricultural sector. I'm sure. I don't know, because you want to see the country move forward, though. What do you make up of that call, Lofa?
So first of all, that call right there in the picture is embarrassing, it's disgraceful, and it simply proves how ignorant and idiotic these people are who are claiming to be serving in government. It's disrespectful to the fullest. This simply just proves how narrow-minded they are. For the mere fact that a private conversation, they had to take picture of this president, whether it happened or not. First of all, I don't even believe it happened. All right, I don't even believe it happened.
You say that AI? Come on, brother.
I'm telling you, I can tell you, I will sit on here until I see return on investment from this right here. Because let's look at it.
But first of all, agree whether the call is authentic. It wasn't AI.
No, I would not agree that the call is authentic because the character behind the entire call, I don't believe these characters. They claim to be sophisticated, but they are limited to some extent. So I don't believe this was an authentic call from anybody. I believe it's a lie. I believe it was all made up. Let me say this.
Who initiated the call?
That's the question. That's the question I would like to know. You know why I'm telling you that this call is probably, in fact, if this call was authentic, I still would not credit the boycott administration for nothing here. What my focus is on here, Tomalin, is not a mere phone call. President, we are sat with Biden, they took picture. What did we benefit from it? President, we went to France. He took pictures with other people. What did we benefit from these things? It is not all of these photo ops that really matter. It is the investment. What we get from our investment is what really matters to me. Will Elon Musk come to Liberia and provide job opportunities? Would he now come to Liberia and build call centers and invest in technology? Would he come and start a technology campus and bring Microsoft, Apple, and other institutions? What would he do? How do we benefit from his work? I don't see it. All I see here is photo ops, and we're supposed to buy into these things. Tomalin, the people understand how gullible our society is. That's the reason why they will behave the way they're behaving. You know the reason why the foreign affairs minister deleted her post?
Wait. There was a post written by the foreign minister?
Yes. I have the original post that was made. They claim the same way they can make the claim that the account that created the post was a fake account. They refer to as fake account, pseudo account. Here we go again. How can I say to you then the account or this call was fake? I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe it until I see something that comes out of this phone call 2 or 3 years from now. As a matter of fact, 3 months from now, I want to see Elon Musk visit Liberia and promise some kind of investment, not in the too distant future. Then I would say yes. Okay. Then I would say, okay, the call was authentic. But considering the characters behind this particular assumed call, I don't believe it. I think this is all charade. It's just to distract us from the reality. The reality on ground is this: the yellow machine that was brought in the country, they want to distract you from that. The stolen buses they sent back to where they came from, those buses, they still don't want you to talk about it. The reality is they're distracting you from everything.
But listen to what Felicia's saying. I think Felicia making some sense though. She said Lofa Julius also understand that Elon Musk is making his rounds to several African presidents to establish the connection of Starlink. So Peabody, you think that what Felicia is saying is true? And besides that, I would say again that after this kind of call, there should be a write-up. Was there a write-up from the call to say, well, they were discussed? Was there a write-up?
But too many, yes, all right. I cannot deny or confirm that the call that were made, that the call did not take place. But yes, we're talking about a government that when a government that claimed that Joe Biden was in Ghana to meet with the president of Ghana, when they lied, and the president of Ghana was in Switzerland for a meeting. They lied to say he went to meet Nana Akufo-Addo. Then later on, they switched it and said that he met the vice president. Then later on, again, they lied and said that it was a Zoom call. So how can one even believe these kind of things? I don't want to confirm or deny. I mean, he's the president of a nation. He can talk to any president or anyone in the world. He's the president of Liberia. He has access to almost anybody in the world. Let me say this. So it's possible that took place, but what will Liberia get in return? I mean, they wrote it on the page. That there was a writer on the executive manager page. It's true. You know, I won't deny that he met with I mean, he spoke with Elon Musk. I mean, he's the president of Liberia, so he can even speak with Joe Biden or speak with any president around the world. But again, looking at the track record of them lying just for simple things, the yellow machine that came in again. Another line was right there when they said they didn't know nothing about it. Liberia got nothing to do. The government had nothing to do with it. Then he was the same one saying, asking the revenue director to go there and try to find money and all these kind of small lies. So when you lie in bit and pieces like this, sometimes the truth now nobody will believe the truth. But I won't deny. You know, I confirm. But I can't confirm or deny.
So, Doc, I want to say this in this open manner, right? That I don't believe anything about this call. I think this is a measure. Why I will agree with you that the president of Liberia can either initiate or get calls from anybody in the world because he's the president of Liberia. But this is what we want to look at. When we speak to these things, let us look at the substance of the conversation. I don't care who you take pictures with. I don't care where the pictures are taken. I'm looking at the needs of the people. Let's focus our concern or our attention on the basic necessities: security, education, healthcare, food. What would any one of these pictures, which one of these things would this picture provide for Liberians? That's all I cared about. Not to see some guy just hold picture the phone in his hands and then take picture with it, and all of a sudden we have to run around here and say, oh yeah, he won political points. He won political points. How? Why? Are we that gullible to think that this is supposed to make everybody to just jump and buy into it? No. Henry Costa told us the only person who could rescue Liberia was President Boycott. Here we are today. To some extent, we were so gullible. Look where we are today. He don't even understand where to start. Now, instead of rescuing Liberia, he's talking about how he's about to build a new Liberia. His recent post that was made on his page. Now he wants to build a new Liberia, not to rescue Liberia, but to build a new Liberia. Since when? Since when the idea of building a new Liberia? So where do we start? I don't want to believe that. Honestly, if that is true, let me come back here in a few months and apologize to Liberian for misleading them, to say to them that picture is fake because we now see something coming out of the conversation. And let me be man enough to come back here and apologize. But nothing is going to happen. Remember, Tomalin, and I'll end on this note. Remember, I told you about the asset recovery team when you said people will be penalized upon the president return to the country. I told you, I said, nothing will come out of this entire asset recovery thing here. It will die down just like we're talking about. What happened since that incident? This is the same case.
For that, the in court, they had before the Supreme Court. That's why there's a hot on it right now. There's a hold because
So technically, nothing came out of it, or nothing will come out.
No, the Supreme Court needs to issue their ruling according to the president, legal advisor. They issue the ruling on it. So, what a year the Supreme Court. But on the issue about this call yesterday, I didn't see Mr. Marks making any commitment. From what I'm reading in the readout, he only told the president about what they are doing. He emphasized the significance of the Starlink program, a satellite internet constellation operated by Starlink services incorporated in 80 countries. He didn't. I didn't see him say that he was going to make any move to Liberia, but he just underscored the importance of it. We're looking forward to see what comes out of this call, because as I repeat again, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to talk to the world richest man. It's not anybody can not yet talk to him, and honestly. So it's a big deal, though. Give the Bugger administration credit for at least for him to talk to this man. It's not an easy thing, honestly. Lofa, Jenna, I see call from this man now. I talk to this man. A big deal, because It's a big
Because
deal.
family is you. You're not the president of a
Yeah,
country.
but the president talked to, and this man just announced. Elon Musk just said he will give, I think, 25 million every month, 45 million every month to super PAC that's supporting Donald Trump. So there's the man got all that money.
Right. And
So,
this
listen,
is okay.
so,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
the thing is that, look, guys, I like to be objective.
Mhm.
I play my independent role because
Objectivity is good.
and I always tell people, closing argument is not an opposition platform.
No, it's not.
We are not pro-government. We are not opposition. So if you think someone will sit there and just bash the government all day, then you're on the wrong platform. Because when I see red, I'll say it's red. I would not see blue and say red. No, I would not do that. So but at the end, I would praise the organizer of this call, the facilities of this for this call, and I pray and hope that, like Lofa is saying, just take Lofa to tax. We want to see something coming out of this call. And I will reach out to Madam Beslow, Madam Yenti, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, to find out from them what we expect from this call that was made yesterday. Whether Elon Musk is about to come to Liberia, and he come to Liberia, it will be a boost to our economy too. A lot to happen for us. We want to see what happens, but again, give the people credit for making that kind of, for the president to talk to that kind of man. It's not an easy thing to talk to that kind of man. Guys.
But Tomalin,
yeah.
Let me say this: Liberians believe in high-grade morale, and the whoever made that arrangement with Elon Musk, they did the right thing because a lot of Liberian people believe in high grade, and the high grade came up. They met, and nothing came out of it. But Liberians just let it fact. You didn't see Facebook waiting yesterday. President talk to. I mean, if he did, that's a great thing. I said, well, great thing. President talking to the richest man in the world. What did you talk with him? What did you tell him about your country?
You say JB and international contact.
Family. You see, that's what he wanted to prove. So now you're making my case. They want to prove that this man is connected, so he can sit in the comfort of his home and just call anybody the richest man in the world. But you know what people's legacy are based off of? Is the record. It's not how many people. Tell me, if you were to sit in the comfort of your home today and Elon Musk called you, that would be a big news because you're Tomalin George, okay? And you're ordinary citizen. And there should be a reason why Elon Musk will call you. Either you're a technocrat, you have something that he wants you to contribute to his institution. That is good because a Liberian who actually is receiving calls from Elon Musk and he's sharing with the public, that means we have achieved something substantial. When the president is being called, and then especially for a president who has proven to have a character, a misleading character, and for he and other people around him, then we should think critically. This is why our critical thinking skills should come into play to say, hold up.
Yeah, wow.
Look, you're laughing. Look, the president seemed overly amazed at the mere fact that he's having a conversation with Elon Musk, the president of an entire nation. This is a man who's actually spearheading the affairs of almost 5 million Liberians. To sit in amazed, as though he just saw God.
In defense of President Boaga and the government, they probably just met with the richest man in Africa too, Dangote. So come on. Listen, guys, look, I would say this. You guys, I would say this. President Boaga met with Dangote, the richest man in Africa. He talked to the richest man in the world yesterday. Then through his connections, 285 earth-moving machines arrive in the country, and they're about to go through the counties to fix our roads. The trucks are coming. The buses are coming from Ghana. They're all coming. The country about to, we're about to rescue transportation, rescue the roads. Everything about to be rescued. Guys, get it his credit, man. Guys, what are you talking about?
Okay, so yeah, I agree. He should be credited for being just disrespectful. First of all, this man disregarded the law. We should celebrate the fact that he's engaging in gentleman agreement. Okay? We're talking about a country that is 177 years, and we are still engaging in gentleman agreement. to carry on development. We are still
lawmakers,
talking. Hold on, Tomalin, let me land.
your lawmakers have said nothing. Because one of your
No,
lawmakers, well, listen, one of your lawmakers already said he was signed onto it.
that does not negate the fight. That does not negate the fight that it was done. That is an unscrupulous behavior. We should not sit here and condone these kind of things, because the next president after him will just follow the same footstep, because they will feel like eventually the people will celebrate these kind of behaviors. We have continuously rehabilitated roads, but still we cannot go beyond roads rehabilitation to provide quality means of transportation for our people. Here we are again talking about stolen buses. Let's credit him for the stolen buses that were returned. Let's credit him for that as well. Let's credit him for those yellow machines that were brought in the country without following the proper procurement process. While it is true that all of us want development, we must accept the reality. There's a reason why the Constitution exists. There's a reason why the laws are put in place. There's a reason why we have all of these policies. It is because we must be governed. We can't simply just jump up and behave as though we are in our homes. Anybody in their homes can do it. If you're a farmer, you want to bring yellow machine to the country through gentleman agreement, that's on you. Go and do it. But not the president. So they come and admit to have been a part of some kind of gentleman agreement. It simply proves that he has no understanding of what it takes to serve in that capacity as a president. And those are some of the characteristics that we look at to make the determination to say, you know what? Guess what? This man has no understanding as to what he's engaging in. It's all about the flamboyant act of it. It's all about flamboyancy. He wants to show up the photo ups, and then we are supposed to buy into it. The same things that we beat on President Weah for, that was the Lord, who today sits and celebrate these kind of behavior. Almost every day sat down and insulted President Weah for his act of, being involved with photo ups. We can't sit here and be hypocrites. I admire your objectivities, but also in the process of being objective, let us protect Liberia against these kind of behavior, or else we go nowhere. We're about to be 170 years.
Look, let me say this.
What?
As I said, Lofa is an IT guy, so he knows these AI generated stuff. He knows what he sees. As I said, I cannot confirm or deny. Why should the government lie and say he spoke with Elon Musk? And I don't believe the government can lie. But again, based on the small lies that have been going on, I cannot confirm or deny. But yes, let's look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is President Barker brought 30 people behind him. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars the other day. They came to the U.S. They went to, I believe, Texas and other places. He met with the U.S. ambassador to the UN. And they are yet to tell us what are some of the things, what are the tangibles they got from the visit in D.C. We have not gotten any tangibles from the visit. All we get, he met with the other person and they signed MOU, or they promised to get engaged, and like all those fly, calm talk that, you're just talking and nothing going on. Let's get to the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is our hospitals are draining. They don't have even facilities. The University of Liberia, look at the condition that the children go to school on. You claim to have worked in government for 40 or more years. When you ask people in Liberia at the time why they voted for Barker, he been there, he got the experience, he's the only one that is not corrupt. But here's a man now who's giving a foundation, is giving people 250,000 or 400,000 to divide for the election and put in the pocket. Yes, man, that's growing up around here. His foundation is doing this, money and things coming from all over. The bigger picture is there's nothing that he claimed he can do, and he's doing it. He's just right in the track of President Weah government. The same thing he blamed President Weah for. It's painful because you went about you insulted George Weah, Oh, he doesn't. He can't do this. He's not aware of this. Why are you doing that? Then look at the bigger picture. There's nothing he's doing. They're still signing the same lobbyist deal. You bringing all kind of people in the country. You're appointing all kind of people into government. Madela Copa there are now leading all these funny looking deals and things in Monrovia. People are traveling, wasting money in the same way on the government. So there's nothing really happening. Is that what the Liberian Post signed up for a man who been in power for 45 or more years, the most experienced man, the most uncorrupt man, and all those things the Liberian people are talking. Oh, the man don't joke when he do this. And look what we're looking at. If there's another,
Let's announce our cash app. Let's now cash app and take calls, bro.
yeah, gosh.
In the meantime, let me announce that on Thursday we'll have as our guest the exiled advocate Martin K.N. Colley will be our guest on the closing argument on Thursday, Christmas Day. 26th Eve of 26th. He'll be our guest, Martin K.N. Colley. He supported the rescue mission. He was one of the strong supporter of the rescue mission coming to power. He supported them. He went above and beyond, including raising funds for them. And after they started to the train started to take a different detour, he jumped off the train right away. And today he's one of the fiercest critics. He's on their backs. He'll be on a closing argument for the first time to just engage the Liberian people. And we look forward to seeing Lofa Julius, Peabody, and Grace Guar,
I will be on
Robert,
that day.
Robert Gagua, all the guys want to see you guys engaging Martin Colley. Martin Colley said he's prepared to take any question, and he will defend his position, and he will be here to spill the beans. So look forward to him on 26th Eve.
Singer right.
While we expecting the calls to come in now, we're still taking donations for our guys for the 26th holiday. We have only today, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We won't give to them at least Thursday morning. We won't send the money to them so they can go shopping for their family and whatever they want to do with the money. So
yeah, I see some of my rich friend here. Singer right, please.
Singer right. That guy, one of the strong supporters of the rescue mission. Simeon Wright.
I see some of my rich friends. Simeon Wright, please go and donate to the Cash App, guys. 20, 30, 40, just donate. The Cash App is up. $TCA 2500. Let's donate, guys. Let's
tell the people, the government, Lofa, if in the next few in a year or so, if we don't see nothing coming from under this call, y'all give Lofa y'all made to run again with it, because he's saying that another come from under the call. He said the call is an AI call, but I've confirmed that it's not an AI call. It was a real call. President Boyga did speak to Elon Musk yesterday, and for a couple of minutes, and they did talk about the Starlink program coming to Africa and so forth.
Ooh,
I don't know. He has said that Elon Musk. Tomalin invitation to visit Liberia, but Elon Musk did not. I don't know. He responded.
The president of an entire nation is literally celebrating a phone call with Elon Musk. Wow, big deal. Jesus Christ. Big deal. The president. Tomalin, people are not about these conversations. We look at the results. That's all that really matters to me. That's why I'm saying I'm challenging them. In the next few months,
my post the cash up again. See my right.
In the next, they put the cash. Guys, the phone lines are open.
He don't write money long. One time I about him, he went out regular. He come on the show all the time. So I respect his view. He supported the rescue team. He's still defending them, no problem. But that's how it works. But I hope in the next few months, if they have not performed well, you'll be able to come and grade them.
The cash out, guys. We want to raise at least $1,000 a night. So we way down there. If you guys can do it, we'll have it. Well, we're way down there. We'll have raised $150 for this big platform, man, guys. Just give it help. Let's do it, guys. We can do it. We don't need it for ourselves. We want to help the guys in Liberia. Closing arguments, guys. Do it for us.
Yeah, take this picture down. Just
money. JMP. Money.
look how excited.
After we take the call, let's play the ad. Let's thank the Delaware Valley Old Timer Sports Association for being one of the sponsors here on the show this week. They have given us an ad, and we appreciate from the Delaware Valley Old Timer. They'll be having a big July 26th in Delaware this weekend. President Bien, Givla Kessley. So we'll be playing that ad shortly, but guys, please donate. All right, yes. Please.
Am I on closing argument?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. We have a caller line. You live. Go ahead, caller.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much.
What's the name and where you calling from, please, sir?
I want to Tomalin and Peabody and Lofa. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What Lofa is saying about Iramar, it's not that I cannot talk to him or I can talk to him. It's not the point here. The point is why is going to come from behind it talking. That's Lofa argument. And I'm with him. Seeing Joe Biden, seeing whoever in the world, not a thing. But why are you bringing back to your country? We saw Joe Biden coming to Maryland here, where he was there, all the world leaders and other places and all that. We saw everything. He went to Japan or Korea, wherever. He went to all these places. What he brought? What he brought to the Liberian people that are hungry right now, that are crying? What he brought to them? That's Julia argument. The guy about who like somebody, who not like somebody. We're talking about our country. When you get there as a president, the people want to see changes. We don't want to see pictures, talk to them, I don't want to talk to them, that's not what we want to see, that's not what the people want to see, that's not why you say you're coming to be president, that's not why you say you got experience for. You got experience to talk to people that are here, talk to people, take photo with them, that's the experience. That's not the experience. The experience people expected from you now that even proof. That's the Liberian people.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think, Judy, I'm with you 100%. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a call here. Ben, go ahead.
Hey, thank you. This is Ben calling from Minnesota. So I have two school of thought about that picture. One, if Idaman was calling Mr. Bwaka would not be in the car. He would be in his office waiting for such an important call. Two, if Mr. Bwaka received that call in the car, then that call was not expected. It was unexpected. Because as Tomalin is saying, oh, this is the richest man, you can't be getting a call from such a guy, and there will be nothing important more than that call at the time. So you will expect that man to be in his office, seated with his staff around him, getting ready to take notes, knowing that this call will be coming from such an important person. For him to be in that car tells me if it did happen, it was unexpected. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Guys, the number to call again is 919-324-6828. And the local number, let's hear from the folks back home. Take calls from the people back home if they want to celebrate. If this picture from President Bwaka, let's see how much food is going to put on their table. Go ahead, guys. Who put that down?
Well, recognize the superintendent, former superintendent of Grand Bassa County, John J. back there, watching us live. Welcome, Mr. Superintendent. Once the still superintendent.
Simon, thank you for your contribution. We received a small donation from Simon of $35. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, guys. We still asking for your donation. If you can, go to the Cash App, TCA Cash App, $2500. We just want to show some appreciation to our folks in studio in Liberia. We don't pay them at all. We're not paying them. They've just been very nice.
All right, so we have another caller here. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is John Davis. I just want to add what is the previous caller just said. In talk hello?
No,
They should have gone. They're gone.
They are going to show a video. And besides,
no, that's somebody got the Facebook post.
you see the next posture. You see how the president is sitting. You know, that tells you that all this, it was just staged. Now there's somebody just, let's say all these things. I want to talk to the Richard man and set it up for him and they hire him to have this conversation. It was unexpected. I don't think that's something I was playing. This is a president for a whole country. He's not a president for some organization or something. This is a president for a whole country. You can sit in your car and talking to this is a diplomatic issue. It should be a great thing something. And that's something to be posting on Facebook. This is our president for God in Holy Six, man. It's disgraceful. I don't care how early much it be rich or whatever money you have. That's something for you to be passing as a president. Be so happy that you want to talk and you're sitting that chair with a hat on your head. And now you're wearing a design shirt. Now you're so excited that you're talking with everyone. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. See,
we got a caller here from Europe. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is South Korea.
South Korea. Okay, go ahead.
They tell you what came from South Korea. Let me tell you now.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Julius and Dr. Peabody. You know what baffles me the most is my brother who wants to play the devil advocate. Tomalin, you're sitting right in your home right now. Just look at your background. You're seeing something different behind you. That's not your background from your home. It shows that anybody can do anything right now with the phone. I mean, I have a picture with the thing Elon Musk on my phone. I can send it to you. I can even send you conversation that we're having.
See?
That is something very simple.
The president will lie, that. Tell me your stuff.
Simple that you can do. Even you right now, you can sit just right where you are and speak to Elon Musk and even speak to Bill Gates. I mean, let me tell you, let me just give you one example here. The people of Nigeria is celebrating something big from Bill Gates that benefiting the farmers in Nigeria. You understand me? These are things you expect from our country when you're talking to rich people. I mean, Elon Musk is doing something great in different nations. South Africa, for example, where he based, he's doing something great for those nations. What was the discussion they had, if they have any discussion? But I don't want you, who stays in America, who stays in an open society, that you can just go on your phone and do so many things to buy to that. And you understand me? Nobody should fool you that, yes, indeed, this world that we're in, I can sit right here now and talk to you. I'll be on the phone with you, and which, of course, me and you have never spoken before on the phone. And we can be on tete-a-tete. I mean, you should not buy into that. Technology have moved forward. We're living in a tech war right now. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right.
Tomalin,
Go ahead.
Tomalin,
oh, we got a chairman on the line. Chairman Sanvee is on the line.
I want to help you. Lofa, and I'm telling you, I've been working, I've been listening to this show. I can't concentrate because Lofa, you follow. I swear to God. First of all, let me say this: I'm not going to sit here and allow the viewers to turn against my brother Tomalin the way they are doing. I'm not going to do that. They are IT experts in you guys. You're not going to use that, my brother detriment. But let me say this: I think, and with all joke aside, thank you guys for holding the show down today. I think the rest of us were kind of really busy. Peabody, thank you. I don't think the call is a lie, but as a matter of fact, I know the call is not a lie. I know he did speak to to Mr. Musk. What I think the problem is, and this is what this government continues to suffer. The government continues to suffer this notion of trying to look for wins. And when you're looking for wins so bad, you make rookie mistakes. And you remember a couple of times ago on this show, I stated over and over that I was waiting to see a president who would start to engage tech America, the tech world. I was waiting to see a time when a president flies to the United States, forget about Washington, D.C., go to Silicon Valley and all of that, right? I was waiting to see a time when that was happening. This was a step in the right direction, but I think it was too elementary the way they made the publicity. Look, first of all, the picture of the president of Liberia sitting down in his car talking to Elon Musk was very elementary. I think they realized it. First of all, I saw it on the Executive Mansion website, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even think, let me tell you what I was looking for. I kept looking at Elon Musk's Twitter. I mean, the thing, X is now called X, right? It's not Twitter anymore. I kept looking on Elon Musk's X page to see if he would have maybe made mention of the fact that he spoke to the president of in that he was looking at doing different things when it came to Liberia. I think it was elementary the way they went about doing it. I think they're looking for wins so bad. But let me tell you what, let me give this government small advice again. You want to publicize something like that, if maybe you have sealed a deal where Elon Musk is coming to Liberia, or
there you go.
President Walker is coming to visit the Starlink office. Like you see President Ruto, all these other presidents, Kigami, they come, they go to Google headquarters, they go to Apple headquarters. That's when you publicize things like this. Because what you have done to the citizenry, if nothing comes out of this call, then it feeds into the narrative. It really does feed into the narrative that this was all blah. It feeds into the narrative. Do you know how many people talk to presidents every single day? These billionaires and millionaires, their friends are presidents. Their friends are kings. So when you have a president sitting in her car, and then I thought the foreign minister, but I'm glad that she deleted her post, right? When she also posted to make it say, oh, he talked on my phone. Look, I think the government needs to elevate its discussion. They need to elevate its level. They need to be more strategic in their engagements. And I think that is the point I'm hearing from everybody. I know Lofa is trying to give them a hard time, but I think that is the point. The point here is the dividend, and let's see what it ends up being. So sometimes things happen in the interim. Wait until it bears fruit. But when you're so anxious to show a win, to show that, you've done something positive, this is where you go, and then you have people peddling conspiracy theories. But I do believe that the call did happen. We hope for the future and the betterment of our country that something does come out of that call. But I think the government made a PR blunder when they put up that picture, and the way in which the president was the environment in which the president was not putting one of a head of state speaking to a business magnate like the way they were trying to portray. I just thought to add that. So y'all please stop beating up on Tomalin. Tomalin is just trying to say that.
Wait, Benji. But the same foreign affairs minister said that post is not from her. It wasn't from her though. So how do we actually speak it? But anyway.
No. The post was from her.
So she denied it. She denied it. She made another post and said it wasn't from her.
Did she do that?
Yeah, they say it was a fake account. They said it was a fake account.
But guys, I will say this. So, Ben, I will change my position, because what I'm getting here is that there's an investigation going on right now that somebody may have made a complete joke out of the president yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's telling me now that they still doubt, but they say but Ben, because the person is saying that what you said just now, nothing on the man Twitter account, nothing on the X account, and nobody's. So what they are doing right now, they're trying to find out. They're trying to really get to find out whether they actually spoke to the president yesterday.
Fly motion. That fly motion.
For now, I will hold my.
Come back to us. Yeah.
We got a call on the line. We got a call on. Let's go ahead. Your name, where you calling from?
The way the Liberian government went about doing it. I think that is the reason why he didn't post it. Because of the way the Liberian government went about it. When the executive mansion
Hold on.
post something like that, I think that is a problem. But I think they need to be very strategic moving forward. It's not that Joe Biden is president of a whole republic. He can speak to anybody.
No, but if it established that they made fun of the president should fire all those involved.
No, I don't think they made fun
seriously.
of him.
I hope not, because I hope not.
Dominic, I can speak.
It was an impression. They want to impress with lies.
That it did happen.
Myself, I believe it, but they tell me now. Say
Ben, right after the show, I will call you from Elon Musk's number. I will call you so we can talk.
I hope that's not because honestly, is that what they did to the president is unfair. And on a serious note, the president allows you happen. You fire people.
Ben, I will call you from his number right after the show. Okay. In fact, I'll call you from Tomalin's number so you can see Tomalin's number in your phone.
I think the information dissemination component is where they messed up. I think the call did happen. And because I know other people got to call it, right?
Yeah.
I think, and because of that, because of how they bashed the information dissemination component, there's a risk that nothing may come out of it. Because you know these people, they don't like to be placed in the middle of political political back and forth. You got now Elon Musk is now. I mean, I saw a bunch of pictures today on the internet with people putting a picture next to Elon Musk's picture. That is not what these people are looking for, right? They're looking for strategic partnerships. That's why I said that call should have happened. They should not have said anything. They should have worked their back channels. Maybe get a commitment from the man that he's coming to Liberia, or a commitment that Joe Biden or a high-power Liberian delegation will be visiting his headquarters. Then you go about making that publicity. But I think it's a learning experience. This is still a new government. I'm willing to give them some benefit of the doubt. It's a learning experience. Hopefully, there may be more billionaires that Joe Biden may be able to talk to. So let's see what happens in the future. But I just thought to chime in. Thank you, guys.
All right.
As I said,
go ahead.
Go ahead. You got a caller?
Yeah. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from.
Okay. Good evening. This is the little caller.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the show. Timothy George. I wish after the show, just take a full time and play the video, the show, and listen to it. I told you that you don't want to talk. Because it's just about suffering. So everybody is not doing anything. And you sitting there ready and saying that because the brand is suffering. So the government I keep the power with everything knowing all. She do not do anything. Look at what is happening. You're saying anything conscious. The government is a gentleman agreement. It's barrier. Police army barrier. You know, even discussing that one. The thing is not verified. You know, even government is not only. The thing is barrier. You know, discussing that one. Even the country is suffering. We turn to action. You're saying no. Don't come on cars to those who give money. You talk about 20 cars, 40 cars. They say, hey, they don't want to give. No. When you suffer, does that mean you don't do anything? And I listen to you, they're about to send you to people, but you don't want to call your name. But the reason you don't want to call your name because the baptism are your best friend. The baptism is on the day. So you have to call his name. Baptism is cool name is on the list. But you don't want to call your name because they're your best friend. And you know, come to money job. I know you when you're husband, you're just being so bold. But now your boldness is getting deep and that's how you're like. I think that's based on my views, maybe that's how I get it. But you have to be fair. I mean, we know you're somebody that can talk true. Listen to what people just say. Even you can say the government to the best. But what is the action they have today, if you're doing that much, it's bad. But yeah, take it for now. And they continue like this. Do you know what about being headed up? Because you're very suffering? Don't do anything. Look at that call they don't make. Any that call, can't possibly. Do you think they can't direct? They'll make it a still cover thing. No better make it listen to you about the autumn. See how it's honestly. That's because they're Nigerian suffering. And you want to do this. You want to build a road. You want to do this one. You just do anything. They are energy.
Thank you.
They go suffering.
Thank you, Breaker Pop.
Thank
you.
But let me, Judah, let me just announce that somebody else just sent us a $40 gift. Felicia Free, she just sent that. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you. Let me just name all those who. Felicia, thank you. Simon Wright, thank you. Gabla Nimle, thank you. Patrick Fode, thank you. Eugenia Green and Nora Hope. All guys, thank you for your gift. Guys, we need a lot. We are very, very low yet. So if you still want just the cash app there, TCA 2500. We appreciate your gift. We're not coming on tomorrow, but if you want to write it down, the cash app down and send it later. If you don't have it now, we appreciate in us doing this. But Judas, I really get into the end of the show. But if anybody have a call, you can take it. Or can we play that ad again from Delaware? So that just I think 2 minute ad, guys, and we'll come back with. We'll tell you why we cannot release the name today because it's still got something on it. So we cannot release it. Otherwise, they will shut closing argument down. But that name will come out shortly, guys. We'll tell you why.
Esther Clark Federal asking whether you got to choose. You got hers choose Zelle or contribution.
Okay. She did send something through Zelle.
Guys,
Yeah,
there is a breaking news, though. There's a breaking news, though. We should share.
Lofa, read that breaking news. Read it quickly, please.
Okay. Let's see if we can get this here. I guess the United Party Youth League. It says UPNYC boycott Independence Day celebration due to discrimination and corruption concerns. What?
You've really accusing the government of corruption?
UPNYC boycotts Independence Day celebration due to discrimination and corruption concern. The Unity Party National Youth Congress has announced its decision to boycott the upcoming Independence Day celebration, citing exclusion and discrimination from the presidency. Despite persistent efforts, the UPNYC claims they have been consistently denied access to meet with the president. The announcement made via a public release from the Office of Secretariat highlighted several grievances. Jesus Christ. Y'all go settle your little rescue mission somewhere else.
Yeah, but Lofa, why are we talking about that? On a serious note, let me say this. Let me be clear. I take back my position that about Lofa saying that I was AI. I take it back until it's verified, because I'm getting information here that they used AI's thing on the old man yesterday. What they telling me. And I just hope, but on a serious note though, if that what they did yesterday to the president, honestly, if they investigate, if they find out, all those people should be fired. Honestly. I mean, on a serious note, they should be fired, because you cannot allow somebody to use you as the president of Liberia. You can't make a fool out of the president. You can't do that. What's wrong with these people? I hope it is not true though. What I'm hearing, I hope it's not true.
I told you, that's why I said I can't confirm or deny.
So you get it clear. I said Lofa. I'm saying what Lofa said. I hold on yet until I can verify. So I will not come and say the man lie. So I will say, wait, I hold on. Guys, I'm very serious.
I cannot confirm or deny. Too many. You said who said the send? I didn't get no cell.
Esther Frederick, Esther Esther.
I can if she on Facebook, I can get her inbox and give her
Esther Clark Fredericks.
Okay, I can get her information right there, and then she can send it.
What? No. Hey, if they put on if not true on it yesterday, that'd be Franco. Then info wrong. What?
Come on, if we're not taking call, I need to step away a little bit here. I got
Lofa, could you put that ad back on so we can just play?
Oh, there you go. The guys got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's just play that, guys. Hang with us shortly. Hang with us. Go ahead.
I wanna let you in Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, Instagram, the entire land of social media, including WhatsApp, friends all across the east coast of the USA will converge in the first state of Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day. The First State Old Timers Sports Association, in collaboration with Delaware Liberian Association, presenting to you and yours Liberia's 177 Independence Day celebration. It's going down on Saturday, July 27, when IE come face to face with Mighty Barrow. The last time these two teams met, Invisible 11 IE became the victim. Can Mighty Barrow repeat history? Let's wait for 90 minutes of soccer action. Invisible 11 this time will depend on Coach George Dorba, Captain Augustine Jabate, Coach Neil Wale, Joe Sandy, and the man John Timber. Others are top defender Edrich Guar, striker Kwekwe Giffler, and the midfield maestro James Kankobato. As Mighty Barrow this time is making plans to change the playbook, depending on undefeated coach Abdul Tor, Lance Fofana, Cephas Bestman, and Frank Weeder. Others are O'Brien Folly, Augustine Say, and Randy Nipa. Admission is absolutely free. Address is 1308 Fog Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Gets open at 2 p.m. and game time is 5 p.m. I'm told the kickoff will be taken by one-time Lone Star, former minister, Youth and Sports Honorable Zoga Wilson. Independence Day t-shirts is on sale for $25 US. Food and drink will be on sale as well. Vendors will pay $125 each. Then later on, the evening hours, 8 p.m., Delaware Liberian Association will host the Grand Independence Day Ball and Dinner. Admission is $20 US. Address is the Equinox Center, 24 Belvin Center in Newcastle, Delaware. For more information, please contact O'Brien Foley at 267-312-2745, James Colligenian 646-374-6583, and Frank Weeder 610-717-2635. You can also call the Honorable Jackson Seaton 302-299-6996. And of course, feel free to call the one and only Big Papa being Cassidy at 215-704-1606. Come all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours truly, G. Francis Tokwa, asking you to converge in Delaware to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day with the First State Old Timers Sports Association and Delaware Liberian Association.
Money champion. Money champion. Money champion. Please play more soccer to be a treble champion. I play more soccer. Please play more soccer to be a treble champion. I play more soccer.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Guys, look, that's how we generate for our show. You know, we got to make some money for the show as well to keep it going. So if you have an ad you want us to play, we'll do it for you. When the show is on, we'll do the next ad later on at when the show comes to an end for the group in Europe. But that's how we do it. We want to thank you. We receive another contribution here from Sarah Doppel. Sarah, thank you so much. You always contribute to our show. Thank you so much. A program, Sarah Doppel. I give her $30. Thank you, Sarah. Guys, we still need your help if you want to take this down and carry it the Cash App. But Tomalin, as we are saying, it seems like the call was an AI generated.
Somebody, an IT person I respect a lot. The person just sent me. The person told me, said, Tomalin, I'm telling you, this what may have happened yesterday. May have happened yesterday, and I pray and hope that it's not true, because it will be a complete embarrassment for the government and the president and those who did that. It will be a complete embarrassment, because the AI stuff is real. The person said, Tomalin, you think Elon Musk would just call and just talk like that? Man, he's so busy. I said, wow. But on a serious note, though, if it is established that the use of AI scam on Mbappe, look, he might hesitate. He might fire all those involved.
Look, truly, that's why I said I cannot prefer.
The first thing you are done, because of the AI scam and the technology, you get an IT expert, call the person and say, look, verify this call. Make sure this call is from this man. Yeah.
But man,
look,
a lot of things going on with technology that what.
I mean, look, that if they did this scam to the puppet, I'm not kidding on you. Look, the puppet sheet will be a big. Look, I don't know what to say, but
is it other two? The puppet don't talk about technology. You got people that putting it on the Facebook, and the president told Elon Musk, and then.
Because everybody's doing it. I don't know, man. But I pray, I hope that this not true. But again, it's hard, because the guys are telling me this thing. The people are telling me these are people who I respect when it comes to. People telling me this thing. I said, I hope not true, man, because it affected me. I've been defending this call.
Julie, can you let Miss Clark know that I sent her the cell number?
Okay.
I sent a number her inbox. I don't think we friends on Facebook, but I just sent it there.
Okay. Esther Clark Fredericks.
Yes.
Yeah. She's okay. Mr. Peabody said he sent it. You acknowledge the cell number, correct?
Yeah, but Tony, I don't know whether I think we're reaching our 8 o'clock mark. This show.
I think we got 8 more minutes, right?
Yeah, we got 8 more minutes to go. It was just, I told you this thing because, who would you, anyway, I don't want to sound like a hater, but how Elon Musk would just jump, don't know blogger from anywhere, don't have any deal or connection like real, boom, he called. Technology is so big these days, my man, until people can use your voice and it will sound just like you. They can use your voice. That was sometimes certain things, I'm so careful of it. Certain messages that come in my mail or inbox, if I don't know you, I will delete it right away because it's scary. It's scary. Timothy, we got another donation from Mr. Nimler, God bless Nimler, 75. He sent 25 first and say he was holding the balance 75 until we call the name of those that they put on administrative review for visa.
But meanwhile, the executive mansion is kicking back. They are saying that they kicking back. I think they're watching the show. They say they will not reduce the presidency to that level. But again, like I said, it's up to. We got to investigate. So Lofa, you are Professor Kennedy. You guys are
the. We just received $200 from Miss Kadi Port. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful supporter of this closing acumen. We got to give it to Miss Port. She's a darling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Got to give it to her. Miss Port and her husband are serious to support this show religiously, financially. She's always there for the closing acumen. She's one of those that, they have helped us keep this show going. We want to thank you so much, Miss Kadi Port, for your generous donation. And guys, please, we want you guys to keep giving. We'll if possible, we'll keep the show on for another 30 minutes so that we can get all the gift we can. We need it. We got to help those guys in Monrovia and the guys in studio. It's a lot of things. Some of the guys need internet to run the show on the radio station and all of that. They need it. and we really need your help. I mean, we're not that you guys say, oh, we pay agent. You see, we collecting money to pay our funding and our building like that. So we not. We just do it ourselves. We try to keep it going. Because you guys want the news to come to you. Can you imagine if we're not here to bring you this information? The uproar given to you, everything will be baga baga baga. Now you got AI generated call.
I just found out that one of the guys who put a post on, he took it down because apparently he was praising the call. Now I think everybody's trying to do due diligence. The found out.
Yeah. People you saw what I said?
Tomalin.
Go ahead, caller. Caller in line. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Tomalin, good evening, man. Good evening, God, and Lofa. Listen, guys, I've been following you guys, man. Great show. This is Dave Brian Corner. You know, Tomalin, this is the issue that needs to be looked at critically. Because this guy, Elon Musk, just imagine as big as the California economy is. Elon Musk is contemplating on moving his business from California. Now the question bears: what is Liberia's economy that would be so attractive to a businessman like Elon Musk, when your entire budget is less than $1 billion? You don't have stability in terms of electricity. So what is the incentive that will really drive an IT person like Elon Musk to Liberia? There's no market for that guy over there in Liberia. This is the same thing that happened with Robert Johnson when he established a hotel in Liberia, and he only had to relinquish that entire thing and left it with Liberia because the market wasn't there to generate the needed revenue. So I mean, I'm still in the doubt about the whole core, the significance of it, but I'm equally looking at the status of our economy that will attract such a person like Elon Musk. Mind you, you're talking about what? The richest guy in the world? What incentive he has from Liberia's business at this point in time, especially in the IT? Instead, you tell me that you're going to explore oil and other businesses, which of course I know he's not into. So this is an issue that needs to be looked at critically. But again, it's an embarrassment if all is established that there's an IT generated thing. It's going to be a huge embarrassment for the nation. Wow! Not only Guar. So that's just my thought on it, man. But at least we all got to do due diligence on it and dive into it a little bit.
Tomalin.
Thank you. Yeah.
The easiest way to shut critics off, right, and prove to the world that particular call was authentic and Eli was on the other end of the phone line. It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy to do that. Have them to simply just have this individual consent. I spoke just 2 lines. I spoke to President Boycott of Liberia. I see a reason to visit and invest. Is that easy? Or in the next few months, bring Eli to Liberia and let him simply go ahead and establish something. Is that easy? Then you shut all of us, the critics of those of us who are talking against it, then our mouth will be shut, right? You know the reason why.
I would actually, right now, like I said, right? Honestly, okay. All joke aside, I got a lot of IT friends. They've been texting me, been telling me, they told me that they are all by Wednesday or so, maybe by tomorrow, they'll give me some information because it's a Tomalin technology is so. Don't take it for a joke. What Lofa is saying, don't just dismiss him. So I hope I get. So y'all don't take my word now. I'm investigating. I was to verify whether the call was authentic.
Tomalin.
Yes.
I'm saying this to you, right? Dr. Peabody here can call somebody else using your number while you're sitting right there, but your name appear on that person's phone. And it says from Tomalin, George. Okay? The same way, this is not something, you know what? The problem with the UP folks, they want to simply show some level of supremacy. And you're living in the technological era where anything can happen. Like Ben Sanvee said, and you know what? Yeah. Ben made a salient point that probably would have given them some recognition. But these are a lot of the guys who are simply just about showmanship. They just want to pretend to understand what they don't have any idea about. And that's what got us here today. The same thing happened with CDC. Everywhere George Weah went, they wanted to be out there flaunting about this and that. They were not thinking critically. If you all recall, I had the same group of people dismiss the claim on here. And I hate to say this on this public platform, but I'll say it. President Weah is not in office no more, so I don't think he's going to hump me. Yesenia and other people can attest to this. When I keep that a lot. I keep
Peabody, I just got information on sad. I mean, it's a very, very sad news because the lady who just somebody just told me, just called me to tell me from Liberia, Siskadi, her restaurant, all the security at the SKD complex, they fired them yesterday, and then they said that they accused them of being seditious, and they broke into a restaurant and took almost 4,000 worth of stuff she lost. Her restaurant was broken into after they fired the security at SKD complex, accusing them of being seditious, and they used that time the criminals went and broke into the woman's restaurant and took away this one.
She paid them thousands of dollars.
No, paid them for that whole place for years, and now they go to the complex. Lofa, this restaurant is in the complex, right? It's in SKD complex. Okay.
Wow.
And then when they fired the securities out there on SKD complex and said they are seditious, so they're accusing the people of being seditious. Come on. That, for example, that is so they're seditious. So what, they're not Liberians?
They're not Liberians.
They fired the people. They went into the woman's restaurant and broke into her place. And the woman lost almost $5,000 worth of stuff damaged and taking their stuff.
So they were just on what they were called stealing spree last night because they went to Yeke Koluba place. The people were complaining that they stole from them. We have the video. I can play the video here. It was fine.
And these things are being documented.
I'm sorry, we don't have somebody that could go to the restaurant and take some picture and show.
I will send somebody there tomorrow. I'll send somebody there tomorrow to go and take pictures, and we'll bring you on the show. I mean, that's totally unfair, and this has to stop because look, these things have been documented. And trust me, for what's happening, if they don't put the thing they don't take the rest of this situation, the thing will explode.
But Tomalin, here's the sad part about this, right? These were the same people who were referencing a police officer during President Weah time as thugs. They were calling Jefferson Koji all the names in the world. Less than 6 months into President Boyka presidency, they're stealing from innocent Liberians. Look, this woman is investing. The fact that she had people who are hired, they're working for her. She paid them. The government can't even provide jobs already. Here's a woman who invested in the economy. And look what it just did to her. What if she decided to just pack up and take her business out of the country?
And then you tell people,
are you going to
go home? You tell people to go home and invest. They're going to go home. They're going to go home. People go there and leave from here to go there and open business. And you treat them.
And look what you're doing to them.
It's sad. It's disgusting, despicable. You know.
I mean, you go,
because they're not they see these. So Liberia is a party country now. It's a complete party country. If you're not a partisan, then you're not a Liberian. Is that what we're saying?
You guys hear that? Beating innocent people for no reason. What the people did? They took the money and everything. This is the government that came to rescue the people. They're supposed to rescue Liberian. Instead, they're prosecuting Liberians. And this is President Boakai. I said this during the election. You guys did not want to listen. I said President Boakai have no understanding or idea of unifying Liberia. We needed someone who would unite the country, bring Liberians together. Understanding first and foremost, we needed to unify the country. President Boakai could not unify Liberia. Under no circumstances can President Boakai unite Liberia. It will only get worse going forward. That's part of the reason why you have all of these guys running over there in search of jobs. All of them just running for their own opportunity to enrich themselves at the expense of the suffering masses. The folks can barely afford. Look what they're doing to them. You're stealing from the innocent people. What would President Boakai say about this? Everything that is happening, he remained mute. President Weah had the same problem. He never said anything. This is what. That's why I said they are 6 and 7, or 5 and 6. However way you want to see it. This is bad.
Lofa, I mean, look at somebody left from here. They rented that building to SKD for 10 years. They pay a huge sum of money to the government. They're renting that place. You will go there and destroy and send people there, say you fire the security, you're stealing the people things, and you expect people to go into that country and invest? Who will go into a place like that when the law broken down law and order? There's no law and order. The police is just not capable, or they are selective about who they protect or who they provide service to. Wouldn't you encourage people, Liberian-owned businesses that are doing business in that country? So we're going to encourage them how we can help you boost your businesses and things. You go there and just ransack the woman contract. Even if she sue you now, you can't even, nothing will come out of it. That's the bad part about that place. You sue them, nothing will come. I think it was very sad for them to do that to Mrs. Port's business. It's very, very sad. It's despicable and sick.
But I'm sending somebody there tomorrow morning. The person going to go there. They're going to go there. Either the person will do a live from there. Either we'll do a live or a recording of everything. We'll do and from there. Based on that recording, I will send that recording straight to the Minister of State, the legal advisor, the Justice Minister, the Minister of Youth and Sports. Let them be. I would say that because there's a businesswoman who have been there for before Ellington all has been there. So and she's her place is not for no party. She serves people from all political persuasion. I mean, I've visited that place before where people come from all political persuasion. Whether you UP or CDC, they all come. They go to.
Well, I even saw Kofi Woods and other people going there.
Okay, they all go there, and then to sit down and then they because that place should be secure. Because SKD, and that shows you the sort of conspiracy. Because if the security were present, it won't happen. But you fire the security and then you allow the woman place to be burglarized and destroyed. Honestly, if that's the case, look, I will tell them, if you don't say nothing about it, we'll have a whole show on you about this. I mean, and it will go. I will make sure they put it in front of Africa and all. I will send it. I will tell Martin to put it in paper too.
Okay, Truth TV, Truth FM will be there tomorrow. They will go there.
Very good.
Real TV will also go there tomorrow.
Very good.
And we will also showcase this to everybody we can. This is sad.
This is sad that people are claiming that the entire area is, drugs infested, right? Why aren't you arresting the drugs dealers? All right. Why aren't you showing the public the drugs that were arrested to that place? This kind of flimsy justification for stupidity that's just what we consider the sheer stupidity on the part of those who are supposed to be protecting lives and property. Security officers, you are not simply hired to abuse others because you feel like you're in possession of firearms. You are to protect lives and properties. But you're now using this idea to abuse people. Have you forgotten that you were asked to rescue these same Liberians? Are these not the same people who voted for you? When you lie to them, or because you simply wanted to give your relatives, friends, and other people government jobs, so you saw no reason to actually apply
I'm
something.
hoping tomorrow our guys, the guys are going in
It's
tomorrow,
sad.
and we'll talk. I mean, honestly, this is not fair because you can't. I mean, you can't do that. So I mean, there's some all go like, bro, eating that. They'll just come and say, oh, you put that. They'll just come and tacos there too, right?
But the fact is, why would you just fire people and say because they are CDC?
I mean,
Because they're trying to now satisfy the others. Remember, Dr. Peabody and Tomalin, at the very beginning of this conversation, I said these people have created this narrative that most of the young people buy into. Politics is interest. They don't explain what that statement actually means. Instead, they give them the surface view of what that statement is. So at the end of the day, when these young people support them, they expect something in return, direct benefit. That means they expect to get jobs. And for that reason, people who were employed before then becomes victims, even if they are qualified. Listen to the other day, we had the young man Francis over here, who appeared to have been very experienced, understands what was going on at the finance ministry. But because he's a sedition, they terminated his contract to bring somebody else on. How do you expect to be successful? All right. How do you expect to be successful in any business if you can't even retain your employees? How do you become successful? There are a lot of places around the world. Some people, as a matter of fact, before they even apply to certain areas of job, they look at their retention rate. Are you often just hiring and terminating people? How is it that we cannot retain our professionals, regardless of where you're from, which political alignment you may have? It is all about how can we be productive. Unfortunately, they got all of these young people thinking that when they say politics is interest, when elections are over, all of them, regardless of whether they are qualified or not, they should be rewarded. They should be given jobs. Instead of having them to understand that when we say politics is interest, we are speaking holistically. Make decisions that is in the best interest of the country so that we can apply or provide you the basic necessities and address other things that are needed for you. Unfortunately, they don't understand these things. So when these young people support them in the rain and the sun, they expect to get something in return. That's the reason why you will see them terminating people's contract. You will see them terminating other people, even if they are professionals and experienced. And then the few from here will grab their bags and run to Liberia in search of government job at the detriment. I continue to use this word, at the detriment of the suffering masses. Selfishness that you will leave from here to go run and beg for job in Liberia when you live in the Western world where opportunity is available to you, but then you run to Liberia to go fight those who don't even have the job over there and you pretend to be knowledgeable. This is why we're experiencing all of these things today.
Okay, tomorrow our guys will go to Kari's restaurant on SKD complex. They will go and do the spot of finding investigation. They're going to find out what happened. And we make calls to the Minister of Youth and Sports. We'll call the Director of Police. We'll call these people to find out what because, and the guys that are journalists, they will do a job on it. They will come out and let us know exactly what happened, and we'll take it from there because it's unfair. I don't think it's right. And we'll reach all those in all the authorities involved that need to be aware of it and see this because it's just unfair. You just cannot come and go and fire security. Then next thing, you target somebody's restaurant and it got damaged and looted. It's not fair. But we'll find it tomorrow. Also, investigating this cause too. We are going to investigate it, and maybe by Wednesday we'll come up with something understanding because I'm right now I'm so confused. I just got played by this AI business in my head now. I don't know what's AI. I hope it's not true, but let's see Wednesday. We're still collecting the money.
And guys, we still raising funds, guys.
Thank you all those for today.
To all those who donated today, we say thank you. We'll come back. If you couldn't give, just if you want to copy the number, the Cash App, you can send it later. But we will continue to take this until Wednesday. Also, we still digging deeper into those that were put on administrative stumbling for the visa, the lawmakers. who won't get the rights to it, who will bring it to it.
Yeah, man. It's embarrassing, but anyway, guys, look, hey.
Guy was a great show, man.
It was good, guys.
Have a good one, man. Guys.
That's a good one, man. Henry, play that video and then you can end with that, all right?
All right, man, I'm out.
Hello, Liberians. Hello, diaspora Liberians. It's July 26th celebration time. Oh, yeah. This is the event you've long been waiting for. Diaspora Liberians, get ready for a celebration like no other. The Liberian Independence Day extravaganza is here. Mark your calendar for this year's July 26th commemoration in Wolfsburg, Germany, as the European Federation of Liberian Associations, for short AFLA, presents a day full of pure blaze, from a stars to the meet and greet to a rare carpet event and on to a dazzling all-night web party and an all-Liberian case and cultural exchange, traditional food fair that will warm your heart. And let's not forget the epic sports showdown in soccer and kickball between Liberians and non-Liberian teams. But wait, there's more. Soul-stirring musical performances from trending Liberians and non-Liberian artists will light up the night. Join us for a day you will never forget. And please don't miss out. And don't forget the keynote speech by Senator Amara Conan, a distinguished Liberian figure. This event attracts Liberian and well-wishers from all around the world for a memorable celebration. Book your hotels, tickets, and souvenirs now before it's too late. VIP ticket, a table of 4 persons, is 300 euros. The easy table or the VVIP, a table of 2 persons, is for 300 euros, while the ordinary or the regular ticket is for just 50 euros. Be a part of an unforgettable experience at AFLA's celebration of the 26th. We see you there, and please bring somebody. Don't enjoy this unique occasion all alone. President Francis Mensah say, see you there, and he's joining you to celebrate the 26th. And this message is brought to you by the Media, Press, and Public Relations Office of AFLA.
All right. People, yes, I forgot, man. Today my son's birthday. I'm wishing happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. Georgia, 10th for the one today. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. She will turn 17 tomorrow. Today my son 10 for the one tomorrow. My daughter 10 tomorrow.
That's good.
Happy birthday. But Henry, just thank you, man. Take it home. Thank you.
You can get a picky chance. You can get a picky chance. Just get a picky for you. What a picky you I'm going to take it. What a young girl also, I'm going to check it. You just be everything for you.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.